Hello everyone, it's me, Buppy Park. Welcome once again. I'm playing more Ace Attorney, the sixth one, the case 5, episode 4, 4. Fuck, we messed it up. We have to start the intro again. All right, let's just end the stream. And no, we're not doing that. It's case 4. Last time we finished the third case, it was not that good. But maybe this one will be better. And maybe the people can stop. And maybe people can stop playing their music so loud. Who knows? Oh no, it's a Danganronpa killer.
3, 4, 5, 6.
Sir, watch out!
What time is it? It's 9, 10, 11.
Poor guy. Got attacked by the Danganronpa generic killer. No, he died in noodles! She's dead. No, do you think... Oh no. If he did, then what do we do?
Do something together. Don't worry, I have an idea.
Don't tell me to... What? No, they're not gonna parade this corpse and do something... Right? Oh no, what's gonna happen? What? Trial? It can't be trial yet. We just started the game. I also forgot I put the gain up on the mic. Now it's back to normal-ish. May 13th, 9:45 a.m. What the heck? Who brings the defendant to his own trial? Who brings the defendant to his own trial late? Plus, the request was so last minute, I didn't even have a chance to talk with my client. It's a terrible idea to just go to a trial not knowing who your client is, but Phoenix has done it before, so it'll work out. He's late for a very important date. Oh, fucking really? I have that phrase sometimes stuck in my head when I say he's late or I'm late. Which is reading my mind. My name is Athena Sykes. Armed with analytical psychology and a full arsenal of legal know-how, I'm a fully competent defender of the Right Anything Agency. Now, I wish my client would show up already. The trial's about to start! Jeez. It's off to a great start. Just about to show chat there on the OBS screen. Alright. It appears we made it just in time. Where have you been? The trial's about to start, Simon! Simon, what are you doing? Simon! How's it going? How's life on the outside? You needn't get so worked up, Athena. His baldness can wait. There's no way he'd wait for me. And besides, why would I want to start off on a wrong foot with him right out of the gate? Dealing with such matters of part of being a lawyer, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, well, covering for your lateness is not. Huh. Still but a rank amateur, I see. Yo, what up, Simon? Glad to be doing your fucking voice again. It's gonna hurt my goddamn throat. This is Simon Blackwell. This is how I pay for my consequences for making his voice completely not like anything at all. You know what? There's a loud noise outside. I'm just gonna have to close the window. I will. If it gets too hot in here, I will turn on the air conditioner. But it's like, it's supposed to feel not that hot. But it's apparently... If the feel temperature is like supposed to be hot, so it's like it's all about humidity and how much of an ass it is. You might not look it, but he's actually a prosecutor and a psychology specialist. And he and I go way back. As for our shared specialization in psychology, we're both disciples of the same person, so to speak. But he's kind of my senior, I guess. But twisted sense of humor or no, I wish he'd stop treating me like a child all the time. So we're right, Dono, and Justice Dono. Mr. Wright is abroad, and Apollo is helping Trucy with her magic show. Did I tell you? They're what?
So neither one of them are here, leaving you to take this on alone.
Yep. Oh no.
You gods. Call right down her back.
It's not too late. It's too late. He's busy, man. He is fucking busy. Oh no, not too late at all. He would only need to know how to teleport.
Very well.
Then I will settle for Justice Dono. Settle for him. Wow. Mean.
Go, grab him by the horns and drag him here.
Apollo is literally in the middle of a show. Simon, you may not want to admit it, but I've got what it takes to take on this case. Just leave this to me and go watch from the gallery.
As your defense derails in spectacular fashion.
No, as I win the heck out of this trial that I don't know anything about at all. I'll be okay. Promise. So wipe that look off your face already, will you? Anyway, I take it the guy behind you is...
Yes. He's your... He's asleep again! Oi, Bucky! Wake up!
Did you whip him? Oh, what'd you do that for, Simon? Oh my god, is he drunk? I need to see how this guy looks before I give him a good... Oh my goodness. Bucky, who shows up late and carrying what I assume to be... more than 7 bento boxes. And drunk. What's wrong with you? This is Yellow Chickadee.
She's your lawyer, such as it were. I'd say she's more green than yellow, however.
Lawyer? She sure doesn't look it, does she? Is she like your fellow apprentice or something? Oh my god, this guy's it's fun already.
Something like that. I've known her longer than I've known you. You could say we're bound to one another.
Aw. Oh, okay. Well then, guess I better call her Miss Chickadee then. Don't drop that. Don't drop that. What is on there? Simon, this guy's not only rude, but he's 3 sheets to win at his own trial. Is that the term for it? 3 sheets to the wind? I have to Google. I'm pretty sure that means drunk, but I actually have never heard that term. I've heard of plastered. Is to be drunk. Okay. Well, that's... Yeah, I have never heard of that term, lady, but you know, good for you. Yeah, he is indeed 3 sheets to the wind. I know we just met, but I'm about ready to give him a piece of my mind. I'm gonna kill him.
Do as you will. Just save it for after the trial.
Miss Chickadee? Don't call me that. Don't fucking murder you. How do you do? Simon is an old friend of mine. I'm the 4th generation head chef of Wet Soba.
Wait to the 4. You wet.
Nice to meet you. It's nice to meet you too, Mr. Wet. So he can pull himself together when he wants to. If only the trial wasn't starting in a few minutes. Don't pull yourself together for the entire trial, buddy. Come on.
Having been accused of murder that only occurred yesterday, I'm afraid it's taken a toll on the poor boy.
So you decided to drink his sorrows away, my god, good guy? And you happened to be there at the theater where it all happened too, right? They said they found a Rakugo storyteller murdered in the dressing room. I was assuming he was a Rakugo guy. He did seem Rakugo-esque. You know, it was an anime about Rakugo, and I saw an episode and I was like, this is pretty good, then I never saw the rest of the show. It seemed pretty cool though. There's probably many animes about Rakugo, so that narrows it down.
Indeed. The victim, master storyteller, Taifu Tornado.
Tornado? Oh my god.
was a longtime patron of Wet Soba. Master Tornado had been looking after Bucky ever since Wet Noodle 3 passed away.
I see. So the victim was kind of like a father to the defendant, huh? This stupid old fart. Like a father? No way. He was always dishing my soba.
How dare you speak ill of him? Running your mouth like that is why they suspected you of his murder in the first place. Now put yourself together and number 3 must be rolling in his grave.
Damn. Damn, he really put it to him. But, Simon, the police, none of them believes me. They won't listen to me. It looks like he's still in shock from the whole ordeal. Listen, man. Just drink some seltzer water. Maybe eat some bread. Take a nap, and you'll be fine. We'll get you off the case. This bum rap. Don't worry, Mr. Wet. Everything's gonna be alright. I'm gonna defend you with everything I've got. You're in good hands now. You mean you believe me, man? Of course. No matter what, I'll believe in you to the very end. Dina, don't do that. Dina, it's a bad idea to ever do that. Dina, you don't even know this dude. You just met him like once. Gee whiz, Miss Chickadee. Now come on. I need you to shape up. Just like these al dente noodles of yours. Or al dente, I guess. Yes, ma'am. My soba is Oh, do not throw up on me. I will fucking kill you. Mr. Wet?
Bucky, you great big pillock.
So, how exactly do you know this guy?
I used to frequent Wet Soba, and still do, in fact, so I've known him since he was a lad. That's why his father and Master Tornado were always so good to me.
I assume you frequented it before you went to jail, and now you came back. I didn't know you liked soba so much, Simon. Well, he was in jail, so he didn't really get a chance to have some.
I wouldn't expect one such as you who eats meat slapped between slabs of bread.
Oh my god, the hamburger tradition still continues.
To understand the delicate taste and the subtle textures imparted by buckwheat flour.
Hey, that's just rude,
but I digress.
I'm all about flavor and subtlety and stuff. I want them to just talk to each other for like the next 2 hours. Just not even about the case. Just have them fucking bicker between each other. That'd be entertaining.
If I let Wet Soba end like this, I'll never be able to face number 3 or Master Tornado in the next life.
I see. And that's why you came to me. You wanted somebody you could trust.
It was never my intention to ask you.
I'll show him I can handle it just fine. I can do it by myself, no problem. I don't need anybody.
Well, I believe it's just about time.
What? But we haven't even probably discussed the case yet. I don't know what the fuck's happening.
What's the matter? You look nervous, Athena. Don't tell me you're chickadeeing out.
Damn. I'm just trembling with the excitement of battle. That's all. Oofkits! Let's do this! Come on, Mr. Wet. Get up off the floor. We've got a case to win. Yes, Miss Chickadee. I'm gonna do my best.
Wet soba, wet soba, wet soba, wet soba.
Think your phone is ringing? Pager? Who has a fucking phone ringtone of their job just saying over and over again? Hello? 2 bowls of noodles? Sorry, sir. No can do. Kinda busy at the courthouse. Huh? They hung up. Okay. Let's do this. He's not going to do himself or his case any favors like this, Simon. Maybe we should let him go get some rest somewhere? Let me rest? Ha! Maybe if I were a lump of regular flour dough for udon noodles. I'm fresh like my soba, and you don't get soba dough fresh. It's all about that. The refreshes. Grind the buckwheat seeds fresh, cut the dough fresh and boil. Here's a sound effect of someone going. He's blacked out. Oh boy, I just knew something like this would happen. Simon, what are these 3 refreshes of soba he was talking about? Why do we need to know this? Why are you asking? Oh, this guy. Oh, hello, Briz. Welcome. Yes, it is this man. Also, another case in which we just start with the trial. I was actually just gonna do the investigation and then do the trial a different stream, but whatever. Fuck it. Let's just go in. First, buckwheat seeds, or groats, are ground to make buckwheat flour. Then dough made with this flour is cut with a large rectangular knife into noodles. And finally, the buckwheat noodles are boiled. Each step is done immediately, one after the other, so the soba is fresh when eaten. Oh, so that's what he meant. I wouldn't want him to make me any soba right now, though, that's for sure. Dina, this is no time for idle chatter. You need to get in the courtroom now. Just remember, as a prosecutor, I will be unable to lend you a hand. I mean, you could just lie. Edgeworth did it before. You could do it again. Stickwill, man. He still looks like he hasn't slept. You're right. My dude, you're free now. Get some sleep. So don't expect me to any help from my quarter. Also, hello, second. Here you go, treating me like I'm incompetent again. For your information, I was planning on asking you for your help anyway. Just you wait, Simon. I'll show you. Oh my god, she's so competitive about this. Mr. Wright and Apollo may not be here, but that's alright. I can do this on my own. Yeah, that's a spirit idea. You should go in it. You'll be fine. You don't know anything about the case at all. And you're kind of still a rookie, but you'll be fine. Phoenix has gone through worse. One time he had amnesia, so at least you know what's going on. Court is now in session for the trial of Bucky Wet. As long as the prosecutor, however, is paying, then you'll be fine. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Fuck! Alright, Athena, I guess we're fucked. We gotta go. It's over. Our client's dead. We tried our best, Athena, yeah. Just gotta roll with the punches. The prosecution is fully prepared, Your Honor. What's this? No prayer this time, Prosecutor Samari? That is correct, Your Honor. To expedite these proceedings, I completed them beforehand in the lobby. I'm very thoughtful of you. By the way, what brings you back to this country? You feel like you're ping-ponging around from here to Crane. Oh. Chief Prosecutor Edgeworth himself called on me to handle this case. Damn it, Edgeworth! Besides, I have a debt to repay. And though my opponent is yet a callow thing, I have no qualms with sending her down to hell. Objection! If you have a score to settle, it's with Apollo, not me. But more importantly, I am not a callow thing. I'm a qualified and capable attorney. Then what is that yellow attire, if not proof of your immaturity? You small spring chick? Wow, called me a spring chick. That's so mean. Now, cease your shrill chirping. Now, Prosecutor Sodmati. She's still only a teenager. Please go easy on her. Great. Now even the judge is giving me the kid treatment. Very well. Shall we begin, Your Honor? Yes, I suppose we should. Now then, Prosecutor Sadmani, please give your opening statement.
I'll show them what I can do. They'll be sorry they underestimated me.
Certainly. The last rites of the victim commence. At least we don't have to do a seance here. The incident is believed to have occurred at around 4 p.m. yesterday, May 12th, at a storyteller's theater called Kurukurute. The victim was a great master of the Tornado School of Rakugo, or comedic storytelling. His name was Taifu Tornado. Oh, diagrams wouldn't be complete without a diagram. The scene of the murder was the theater's dressing room. It is accessible via the staff entrance hallway and has an inner and outer cell lighting door. Backstage diagram added to the court record. Hey dog, there's a dog bowl there and a little dog house. Okay, let's see. There's a yard, a dog with a dog house, so they have a dog or any type of animal. And then there is this door like open, like a weird type of one opens and like it swivels. That could be it. A dressing room and the stage is out there. Okay. The staff entrance. The yard is also like a weird alleyway type of thing. Alright. The estimated time of death is between 2 p.m. and 5 p.m. That's a small mini fridge. You had some beers in there. Let's see, tissues, a bunch of makeup, I assume. A classic SD television. The year 2016. Heater. And what is that? Camel juice? Camel juice? What? I have no idea. The cause of death is suffocation. Though how the victim suffocated is yet to be determined. The autopsy found nothing unusual in his lungs or stomach, and there is no murder weapon. I will now submit the incident report to the court. The crime took place in the theater dressing room. Master Tornado was found with a face thrust into a large soba bowl. Maybe someone just pushed him in there? 2 to 5 p.m. The cause of death is suffocation. Prosecutor Sadmati, how can you name Mr. Wet as the culprit when you don't know how the victim was killed, or even with what? While it is true that the weapon and precise method are as yet unknown, the accused is the only one who had the opportunity to commit the murder. I will explain this assertion in further detail as we continue. I guess this means he has some kind of evidence to present. Now, would the accused care to plead his case? The accused is just a little busy, you know, just taking a nap. No, it is. Come to think of it, where is the defendant, Miss Sykes? Sorry, Your Honor, but I'm afraid Mr. Wet isn't feeling very well and is resting in the infirmary. Surely it is the lack of a clear conscience that impedes him from facing this court. Great, starting off on the wrong foot already. Mr. Wet is the head chef of a soba shop frequented by the victim. On the day of the incident, Mr. Wet went to the theater at the victim's request. For delivery, huh? Taifu Tornado was a connoisseur of soba, as you can see in these photographs. He was apparently making soba himself in his dressing room that very day. The soba found at the scene is likely the soba he himself made there. Liking soba is one thing, but making it in a theater dressing room? In a theater dressing room's a bit much, no? Master Tornado truly had a passion for soba, didn't he? For a man like that to be murdered by a soba chef is simply unthinkable. And yet, The accused had ample motive, for in the victim's safe we discovered the deed to the accused's shop. Mr. Wet was to inherit Wet Soba when he lost his father recently. However, it's believed the victim stole the shop's deed during the transfer process. The prosecution believes the accused killed the victim in order to get the deed back. Uh-huh. I see the relationship here. Typhoon Tornado. Rakugo, storyteller of 55 years who is famous for his soba base routines. Oh, he uses soba in his routines? He has 2 disciples under him in his troupe. My client for the case and 4th head of Wet Soba. He's still got a lot to learn about noodle making. So wait, they're chefs, but they also do Rakugo? What a weird double, occupation. Like they're like, yeah, we do Rakugo and we also cook some soba for people. Sure, fuck it. Why not, I guess. A murder over the deed to a shop. That does sound like a plausible motive. So that's what this case is about. I wish Simon had filled me in a little better. Like and all, I could have contributed more than just 1,000 buckets of cold sweaty if he had. Defense. It seems like you don't even know what the fuck you're doing here. I find that quite laughable, to be honest. From your demeanor, I gather you know very little about the details of his case. Well, you see... Shut up. You're dishonoring the soul of the victim by appearing in the courtroom unprepared. You're an embarrassment to your profession. You putrid egg yolk. Oh no! We have a new nickname! I'm sorry. Apollo's with a pepper, and now I'm an egg yolk? We've only just started, and I've already been demoted from spring chick. I'm ready to call my witness, Your Honor. Oh my god, look at that small witness. Wow. I guess you're also employing the Phoenix Wright strategy of bringing an animal witness. Let us listen to the words of one who was present when the crime was discovered. I swear if Simon is here. Simon just comes up like, yeah, what up, it's me. Someone who was there when the victim's body was found?
Very well. Witness, please take a stand.
Simon? No, someone else. What are those shoes? No, it's Simon. God damn it. I did not recognize his shoes. Simon, damn it. What are you doing? Help me. Lie like a dog, Simon. Witness, please state your name and occupation.
Simon Blackwell. I used to be the prosecutor for the series, but then you took my job. Dick!
Prosecutor Blackwell? You didn't tell me you were going to take the stand?
There simply wasn't time.
No time. We didn't have time for you to tell me how the process of make soba noodles. But you didn't have time to tell me you were a witness? My dude. What are you doing? Well, if it isn't my predecessor. What a shame, Prosecutor Blackwell. Had you shared the damning scene you witnessed beforehand with the defense, we could have moved this trial along and saved the victim's soul that much faster. The damning scene? What in the world did Simon see? Yo, just lie, dude, lie.
Prosecutor Sadmati, was it? Before I give my testimony, there's something I'd like to confirm.
By all means. Loser. What?
The case involves Rakugo, a very traditional form of Japanese comedic storytelling. Are you even funny? Do you have enough knowledge of this art form to handle the case competently?
Oh! Are you implying that I am not qualified for this case?
Not yet. I am simply trying to ascertain your familiarity with the topic, for now.
It is a prosecutor's duty to learn the background of any case he takes on. I did some research on Rakugo last night, and have grasped the overall idea of it.
Huh! How much could you possibly grasp in a single night?
They're having a prosecutor off. The ladies are fighting. The girlies. Let's go. Rakugo is a form of, oh no. In it, the storyteller sits alone on the stage with a fan and a towel as a... And the Rakugo artist tells long, whimsical stories, giving each character a distinct voice. This traditional art was originally invented by monks to make sermons more interesting. Form of entertaining storytelling originated in the land of Japan. Yeah. In that land, huh? Wow, he did his homework. He's almost better than you, Simon. Damn. Are you satisfied? If not, I could explain the 12 types of endings to such stories. Or shall I perform the famous story of Jugemu instead?
It appears you have put in a bit of study.
Your acknowledgement is most welcome, Prosecutor Blackwell.
I can see why you are known for being quite thorough in your research, Prosecutor. Now, I would love to see you perform that story you mentioned if you don't mind. We don't have time for that.
If that is your honor's request. Jugemu. Can we please? Your honor, could we please get back to the trial?
Oh, right. Of course, I nearly forgot.
Japanifornia. In Japanifornia here, Rakugo is so famous. See, seriously? Of all the things for you to forget.
Now back to the case. Prosecutor Blackwell, please tell this court what you witnessed.
Alright, buddy. Go get him. What Simon saw.
I went to the theater yesterday and arrived at approximately 4 p.m. I went straight to Master Tornado's dressing room to say hello. Bucky went to the dressing room thereafter, only to come storming out a while later. Master Tornado's junior disciple, Uendo, apparently then entered the room soon after. That's when Uendo discovered Master Tornado's body.
Now, wait just a minute here, Prosecutor Blackwell. With testimony like that, you're practically accusing Mr. Wet of the crime. Thanks, friend.
All I can do is state what I saw. I can't help how it appears. But a qualified and capable attorney such as you should be able to dispatch with it, right?
Well, yeah, duh. I can do it. God. All right. I guess I'd better start by getting all the info out of him I can. All right. Let's see. 4 p.m., huh? Prosecutor Blackwell, what did you go to the theater for in the first place?
I went because I had received an invitation from Master Tornado. Here, see for yourself. It was a special show commemorating his junior disciple Uendo's promotion. It was also an occasion to announce the boy's succession to stage name of Uendo 2.
So what exactly does it mean to succeed to a stage name?
You really don't know, do you? In the performing arts, a name succession is when an artist inherits a predecessor's name.
I see. So there was another Uendo Rakugo artist before, and this disciple succeeded him, huh? And what exactly did your invitation say?
It contained a simple letter of salutations and an outline of the show's program.
Oh, it appears Typhoon Tornado was going to perform Toki Soba, or Time Soba.
He's famous for his masterful pantomime of eating soba using only his fan as a prop.
And Uendo was to perform Soba Se, or Soba Glutton, a soba-themed show, I see.
It seems you know a thing or two about Rakugo yourself, your baldness.
Actually, wait a minute, now that I think about it, I forgot there's one thing he's missing. Not the chains. Where's his pet bird Taka? I miss Taka. Maybe he can stick it on somebody. They just have a fight in the courtroom.
The first to perform was the senior disciple, Geru, followed by Uendo. And lastly, Master Tornado.
Okay, hang on. So, the senior disciple Geru, then Uendo, and then finally Master Tornado. But is Bucky that? I don't think Bucky's any of them. I think Bucky wasn't even supposed to perform. Invitation Simon received from Master Tornado to the show commemorating Uendo's name succession and promotion. I see. So that's why you happened to be at the Storytellers Theater yesterday. So what happened after you arrived? Went to the dressing room. Okay. And how did Master Tornado appear when you said hello to him?
I went with the intention of greeting him, but ultimately we didn't actually meet.
You didn't see him? Why not?
Geru escorted me to the dressing room, but we heard the sound of Rakugo being performed within. Thinking the master was rehearsing, we decided to wait in the hall until he was done.
You heard Rakugo being performed in the dressing room? It could have been the television.
Yes, not just me, but Geru as well.
Maybe Geru killed him. Brought Blackwell here. It's like, oh, he's performing Rakugo. Let's leave. And then as a form of an alibi. Or to trick his time of death. In other words, you can confirm that the victim was still alive at around 4 p.m. No, we cannot. You only heard him.
Correct. I couldn't hear him clearly through the doors, but I'm sure it was Master Tornado. I could tell because it was the time soba routine being performed in there.
So that means the victim was killed sometime after that.
No, it doesn't.
Bucky went in the dressing room thereafter.
And he stormed out. Please tell us in detail how Mr. Wet appeared at the time.
Geru and I were waiting in the hallway for Master Tornado to finish practicing when Bucky appeared and entered the dressing room with his things.
What happened after that?
We heard what sounded like Bucky shouting inside the room. About 10 minutes later, Bucky came back out of the dressing room looking rather irate.
This is most likely when the murder was committed. The victim was an elderly man. It would have been entirely possible to kill him within the span of 10 minutes. I better come up with some kind of counter-argument and fast. Then Uendo. Okay. If my theory is correct, and if he's not alive after 4 p.m., he met with Bucky. Or Bucky went in there and thought he met with him? Maybe something was different. Maybe he was drunk. It's a big hole in the, he was dead before even Blackwell showed up theory. What do you mean by apparently? Did you see him go in?
No, I couldn't.
Whoops, what the hell am I doing?
I wasn't able to see the dressing room door from where I was standing at the time.
Oh.
But Geru was right in front of it, so I'm sure she saw it all.
Oh, it's a girl. I see. And why do you suppose Uendo went to the dressing room anyway?
He had just finished his routine, so he was making a courtesy call. The disciple is to pay their master respect right before and after each performance.
And all disciples are expected to do this.
Yes, it's common courtesy among Rakugo artists.
I see. Could you tell us what happened after Uendo went into the dressing room?
Certainly.
Oh, thank you, Snow Monkey, for redeeming it. Also, hello, Snow Monkey. I don't think I actually saw you comment. No. But, thank you for redeeming hydration. Ah. Oh, hope you're having a fantastic day. We're here. We literally just started a trial. Athena doesn't even know what the fucking case is, along with us. But it's with Rakugo and Noodles. What a winning combination. And Blackwell is here. And how did Uendo act at the time?
After Wendo had been in the dressing room for 2 or 3 minutes, we heard a scream from inside the room, and the window came flying out.
Did you hear any signs of a struggle at the time?
No, just the window's woeful scream.
I see. Oh, I got a lot of information for that.
Well then, Prosecutor Blackwell. Your testimony has given us quite a glimpse into the sequence of events.
Thank you, Prosecutor Blackwell. And now you can leave, for I'm the actual prosecutor in this video game, and you're useless to me. Please allow me to summarize your testimony.
Ah, fuck you.
While Prosecutor Blackwell and Geiru were in the hallway waiting for Master Tornado, the accused came along and entered the dressing room with some items in tow.
Yo, out of the way, I gotta go in.
He was heard shouting for a time inside the dressing room, and about 10 minutes later he came back out of the room, seeming rather angry. A short time after that, the accused had come and gone. The window tornado went into the room. Hello guys, what up? See you. A few minutes later, after having discovered the victim's body, Wendo gave a scream. A few minutes? That's quite a long time. I'd assume you would have discovered it pretty fast. It came running out into the hallway from within. Prosecutor Blackwell and Geiru then ran into the room and saw the body from themselves. For the circumstances, it is quite clear that the accused murdered the victim.
This is crucial testimony indeed.
That means I went as account of the time of the incident. Oh, you have codes. I will take them. Yes, sure. Message me. I am still working for the magnet. The F14 Mountain Dew magnet. I think the event goes on for quite a while. Defense. An eyewitness has given conclusive testimony. Why not let it all go now and allow the victim to have his last rites? Not in your life. If Wendo went into the dressing room too and was the first to discover the body, then who's to say he didn't commit the crime? Wendo was in the dressing room for a mere 2, perhaps 3 minutes. He could not have possibly committed murder in that time, nor without making any noise. Oh, Simon! Why did you have to give that awful testimony? Prosecutor Blackwell, can't you give me something a little better to work with here? Huh? Buddy? Pal? Friend?
Isn't it up to you to ask the right questions, buddy? I'm certainly willing to tell you all that I know. So if you truly are as capable as you claim, then draw out what you need yourself.
God damn it. These two really are just sibling bickering. It's so funny. This is no time to your twisted games, Prosecutor Blackwell. Just admit you don't remember it all that well. He's praying for them to stop bickering in front of the court. Prosecutor Blackwell, watching you collude with the defense like this, I see that you are no prosecutor. Begone, witness. You shall haunt this sacred hall no more.
How dare you treat me like some evil spirit to be exorcised? I'll remember this, you blackguard. Bitch.
Don't worry, Prosecutor Blackwell. I got this. Man, I hate that guy. Would I have my way, he would not be the only one here to step down. You have
boiled, putrid egg yolk.
Ew. I object to the notion that I'm a gooey, smelly mess.
Prosecutor Blackwell's testimony was like the lowly opening act of a Rococo show. He may hold the title of prosecutor, but this time he stood on the side of the defense. To restore balance to this trial, I would like to present an actual witness for the prosecution. And who was this witness? A person who was with Prosecutor Blackwell when the body was discovered. She is another entertainer of the Tornado School, Miss Geiru Tornado. Alright, here we go. Let's see what this gal looks like. Those are some dainty shoes. Why are we always getting like a foot? Law, for fuck's sake!
Oh, this is the case. This is it, guys. This is the case. We did it. We made it here. We're finally here. We've made it. Guys. Okay. I need to tell some history right now. Maybe we'll get their theme. Hang on.
Please state your name and occupation, witness.
Yeah, all right. Let's. Actually, maybe people have a sensitivity to balloons. I don't know. Why is she doing that constantly? Why? I'm so sorry for people with a sensitivity to balloon noises, but I'm trying to figure out what do I give this Scowls a voice. I don't know. Hello, everyone. I'm here to represent the Tornado School with a twisty twist. Twist! And balloon. There you have it. A stunning balloon hat. Fantastic. All right. So this girl is guys. There's no fucking. There's no ignoring this character. I've seen this character became immensely popular on the internet for maybe like a year ago. I don't know when. A while ago. That would drive me crazy. Well, I hope she doesn't do it again, but she may have to do it again. I guess it's Geiru. I did not know she was in this case. I knew she was in Spirit of Justice. I just didn't know where. There's a lot going on with this character. All I know is that this girl here is synonymous with the term Clussy, combining both clown and pussy. As people really wanted that Clussy back then. They were down bad, and you know what? I can see it. I agree. But also, good lord, there was so much fucking art of this character. She was everywhere. To the point where it was... I don't know. Let's try to get past this. Yeah, so she's in this case, apparently. We finally made it. Fantastic. What a legend. Well, Geiru, is it? How you doing? It's me, the balloon artist you all know and love, Geiru Tornado. Just call me Geiru, sweetie. 1, 2. Why? Why is that an animation? Balloon.
What a way to capture your audience's attention. Oh, you really did. I saw you on the internet like a year ago. It's crazy. I dare say I can't take my eyes off those balloons.
What the fuck? Please tell me you're talking about the hat, Your Honor. For the love of God, please. April May, is that you? Oh my God, that's right. Yes, April May was. She's so close to that. I can't believe she's come back. Welcome back, April May. Oh, Mr. Judgy, I'm so glad you liked my performance. Would you consider joining my fan club? Pretty please. Oh my God, she really hit him with the pretty please. Oh, absolutely. What can I follow you on Twitter?
And please save your fanboy for after the trial, Your Honor. Anyway, Garu, I can't help but notice you seem awfully cheerful for having just...
Yeah, you're kind of very cheerful about that, ma'am.
Of course I'm sad, but Shisha would scold me if I didn't put on a big smile. Never show sadness. Smile, smile, smile with a twisty twist, twist. Boom. Her boom shake every time she fucking moves.
They knew what they were cooking here. All right. And also, did you just make a fucking balloon cake? What the hell is that? The thing looks like it's a demon inside there.
And balloon! There you have it. One gorgeous cake. I see. I guess an entertainer's gotta do what an entertainer's gotta do. Her balloon art's worse than a Rorschach test. All I saw was a severed monster head. Gabriel, you're obviously a balloon artist. So how did you come to be a member of the Rakugo school? Well, my father, my late father, that is, was a Rakugo artist, you see? So I joined the tornado school to be just like my daddy someday. I see. I found I owed so much to Shisho, our master. But that Bucky Wet? Oh, how could he? I want to see him pay for what he's done as quickly as possible. He's just got bad vibes.
Your distress is entirely understandable, and my condolences for your loss.
And not only that, but you have more to say about Mr. Wet? Every time he comes to deliver soba to us, he yells at me. He always tells me to get away. Is there any reason why he would say such a thing to you? He says the smell of my perfume will get into his soba and ruin it? Like, how can he say that? This is a great scent.
How very rude of him. I don't blame you for being upset.
Your Honor, you're not really showing any bias. It's just so biased right now. Excuse me, Your Honor, but please don't let Giru's balloons bias your judgment. Also, I have some decent balloons too, Your Honor. Jerk. Mr. Wet hasn't been proven guilty yet, remember? Huh. It will be interesting to see how long that fire of yours will last. Defense. Not in Geru. Please share the truth with this court.
Yes, Gabriel. Your testimony, please.
This character is everything I thought she would be. From the very... Well, I would say little, but no, I saw a lot of art of her. So from 4 p.m. to a little after like 4:20 yellow, when Shisha's body was found, Simon and I were standing in the hallway in front of the dressing room before Ueno discovered the body, and the only person who had gone in there was Bucky. Come to give it a little while before Bucky showed up, Jugemu was barking like mad. Prosecutor Blackwell, do you have any objections to this witness's testimony?
No. Make up your bloody mind, Sabmati. First you exercise me, now this.
Okay, now you can leave. I don't like you anymore. Goodbye. You need only do as you are instructed by this humble servant of the Holy Mother. As there are no objections, Your Honor, let us move on to the salvation of the victim's soul. Also, please, bailiff, get Blackwell the fuck out of here. Hey, I'm the defense attorney here, Prosecutor Samani. And I just might have an objection or two once I actually cross-examine the witness. So what
are you asking Prosecutor Blackwell for? I'm the one you should be checking in with!
There's a passage in the sacred scriptures of Koreanism.
Damn, just fucking... They do not care about Athena. They're just like, nah, we do not care. Whatever, we're done. Bye-bye.
To stir the wind is beyond the power of a spring chick. In other words, the inexperienced are useless. With that in mind, it seemed more judicious to consult Prosecutor Blackwell. I mean, he has experience. I mean, it's terrible experience, but still.
Fuck you. He doesn't even see you as an adversary, Sexto, now. I'm getting another phone call, my
Oh, we're back. Well, I won't let either of you insult me. I'll show you I'm no inexperienced spring chick. Your Honor, I'm ready to cross-examine the witness. I hope you can make Prosecutor Salmani see you as a worthy adversary, Miss Sykes. I'll allow your cross-examination, so you'd better strike while the iron is hot. I mean, I'd be worried if you didn't allow my cross-examination. That'd be pretty biased of you. Before the murder was discovered. Okay. So, the murder must have happened sometime in those 20 minutes, correct? But 20 minutes isn't a lot of time, is it? I don't know. I mean, what do you want me to say? That's what happened, you know. Isn't that right, Simon?
Yes, Geru and I can both confirm that Master Tornado still lived at around 4 p.m.
Oh. Yeah. You can, can't you? See? Interesting. The hallway in front of the dressing room. Oh, whoops. So what are y'all doing? Just chatting, I guess? The fact that the two of you were there in front of the dressing room means you were able to see everyone who went in and out, right? Of course! Or are you insinuating that I was daydreaming or sleeping while standing up or something? No, of course not. I saw everything, I tell you! Fine. So you say. Anyway, but did you really? Okay, Stone Monkey. Thank you for coming by. Before Window discovered the body. Only the defendant and Uendo entered around the time of the murder. That's right. That's why it must have been Bucky who killed poor Shisho. Let's take a deep breath, okay, Geru? So not a single other person set foot into the dressing room during that time. I already told you over and over, didn't I? There was nobody else. I must apologize on the lawyer's behalf. Even her memory is that of a spring chick's. Please overlook her transgression as best you can. Oh, I see. Poor thing. Hang in there, sweetie. Hey, who are you calling a bird brain, buddy? Damn. Before Bucky shut up, Jugemu was barking like mad. Jugemu? That's my doggy. I keep him at the theater. That's your dog? Let's see. With a twisty twist. Oh my god! Jesus Christ, that thing looks like a fucking demon. And blood! There you have it. My cute little Jugemu. He's kind of creepy looking. Oh, but he's a really, really good boy. And why was Jugemu barking?
Did you think it's because he saw someone suspicious? If so, then we'd have a new suspect in this case. Now, why was he barking again? Oh, I remember, because it was time for me to feed him. So I went into his yard and gave him some food. Couldn't somebody have slipped into the dressing room while you were doing that? Nope, the door into the yard was wide open. I would have seen if anybody went into the dressing room. Prosecutor Blackwell, come down to the stand for a sec, please.
Oh my god, how many times I keep coming back here? How many times must I do this?
You saw that, Geiru. You saw what Geiru was talking about, right? So why didn't you mention it before?
Huh. I can't be expected to remember every minute detail.
Well, remember them now? Please? Did Geiru go out into the yard? She staring, 1,000-yard stare.
Yes, I remember now that she went to feed Jugemo.
Look at that little boy. That does not look anything like the fucking balloon creature that she created.
And I saw her looking towards the dressing room quite frequently as well.
Okay. So my theory in the beginning of this, before we even met the clown girl, was that name is Geiru, right? Geiru was with Blackwell, and Geiru went over, hey, you wanna meet my dad? And then they just went over, oh, he's actually in there. He's in there alive right now. All right, you're here. You're witness to this. Like, as if he was making an alibi. So it's possible that Geiru is definitely indeed the murderer. And it is a little odd that she's looking at the place. She's constantly looking, like, I know it's just one image, but she's like looking there, like I need to keep looking at this. I need to look. You recall anything else?
It looked as though she were feeding the dog a great quantity of dumplings or something. Jugemo couldn't finish them all, so he buried the rest in the corner of the yard. That's about all I can remember.
Includes additional info. It looks like Geiru was telling the truth. Your Honor, I'd like Geiru's last statement added to her testimony.
As you wish, defense.
I was in the yard, but the door was wide open, so I could keep watch on the dressing room. So you're in a yard. If it opens and closes, can you not see? Is there a window? There's something said that you saw. That thing there is the... Oh, you only get one portion of it though, right? You don't get the other portion from the stage to the dressing room. The problem is Simon's also a fucking eyewitness, so... You got two people being an eyewitness here. I don't know, man. Objection! So you were able to keep an eye on the dressing room while you were in the yard? Is that correct? That's right! The door into the yard was wide open. Sorry, but that makes zero sense. Take a look at this diagram of the backstage area. There's a clear contradiction between this diagram and the witness's testimony.
Oh? I'm afraid I don't understand, Miss Sykes. Please point out what contradicts the witness's testimony.
Look at his door. Geiru was in the yard near the doghouse. Prosecutor Blackwell even saw her there. And while she was out there, the door to the yard had been left open.
Oh, I see.
Yes, if the door to the yard was wide open, as Geiru said, it would have blocked her view, making it impossible for her to see the dressing room. What?
No way!
But even if there were, admittedly, a few moments Gary was not keeping watch, how much would that really affect this case?
It would greatly affect the case. From the spot Prosecutor Blackwell stood, he couldn't see the dressing room door either. Anyone could have entered the dressing room during that time without being seen. Slam that desk. Gayru, why did you try to hide the fact that you weren't watching the dressing room? What? I... Yes, like we have met Twitter clown lady.
Hide the fact. You speak as though you think she had something to do with the murder. Rather than deliberate deception, it was more likely a simple oversight. Right, witness?
Well, I was so shocked by what happened. I was just confused, that's all.
Even though she's trying to keep her up a brave front as an entertainer, the truth is that she is being torn apart by grief. For her mind to be in turmoil is hardly unexpected.
Yes, it must be very difficult indeed.
To a disciple, one's master is akin to a real parent. Surely her shock is immense. The way this lawyer tries to pin the blame on this poor soul at the first opportunity.
All I can say is, defense attorneys are heartless creatures indeed.
But I wasn't. That wasn't what I was trying to do.
Is it beyond your comprehension, defense? Your unskilled argument is awing the witness even further.
Clap.
And if we ask the people of this courtroom, I'm sure they would agree.
What? The gallery doesn't get a say in this.
Are you afraid to find out that they think ill of you? Or that perhaps you are in the wrong? Listen to them now with that keen sense of hearing you're so proud of.
He's right. That was harsh. We now have to disagree with the defense. I feel sorry for the witness. Why is that lawyer outfit so yellow? I'm not sure I like every case that we do, the entire gallery is like, we're gonna say how much we hate you. It's like, why add this? why did God talk? Leave me alone. I guess I wouldn't mind it as much if it was just like one or two cases. It's been every case. Every case the gallery has to be like, we kinda hate you now. It's like, you've never said this before. Okay, maybe a couple times, but it looked a little weird. Also, why is your outfit so yellow? What's up with it? Is it just fashion in Europe? No, I was just trying to find the truth. Why is this whole gallery siding with Prosecutor Samani? Look, what the fuck?
The people understand. They know what is right and what is wrong.
That lawyer is still in training, isn't she? Why is she all there by herself? Or whatever the fuck. Why is she all by herself? Hear the voices of the gallery. I hear the voices of their hearts. So intense. I feel so alone up here, fighting by myself.
Are you afraid, child? Is it ludicrous to come to trial with such a paltry preparation of the soul? I command you to leave this courtroom at once.
But I can't give up. I have to keep pressing on. As long as there was a moment when nobody was watching the dressing room door, the defendant can't be convinced solely on Prosecutor Blackwell and Gayru's testimonies.
Huh. Even now you would continue to resist. You are childish in defeat as well, I see.
I'm not out of the count yet, Buster. I'm just getting started.
Despite your posturing, is it not true that your resolve could crumble at any moment? And but a little push, you would surely succumb to despair. A little push such as with this piece of conclusive evidence. Uh-oh. Conclusive evidence, huh? I'm not afraid of your conclusive evidence. That is correct. We found a critical piece of evidence at the scene of the crime. The victim's dying message, which clearly accused Bucky what? God fucking damn it. Of course, this case is a dying message motif. Alright, let me see the goddamn message. What is that? Oh, shut up. No. You're not telling me that the victim here decided as he was dying, like, oh fuck, I'm suffocating. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna use my Rakugo card to fucking implicate Bucky. Look at these Japanese playing cards, known as Karuta. Fuck. Karuta. Lined up on the table. These special English version Karuta cards spell out a message. Why is it English? Shut up. That message? Wet number 4. For fuck's sakes. Wet number 4? You mean wet noodle number 4? It could just be a recipe. That could be anything. Yes. Wet noodle number 4. It's the 4th head of the chef of Wet Soba is also known. This message points to none other than the accused Bucky Wet. No! That makes perfect sense, doesn't it? Wow. Great job, Mr. Prosecutor. Oh no. This is really, really bad. What do I do? Oh. We're fucked. Would you still carry on your futile fight in the face of this irrefutable evidence? You can say whatever you want, but we won't know to... Shut up. It is cruel to give the accused false hope. You will only compound his suffering. Wise people of the courtroom, do you not agree? He's right. It's cruel to make him suffer when there's conclusive evidence. What an incompetent noob. I feel bad for the victim and the defendant. Seriously, wait, what the fuck are y'all talking about? You literally don't have law degrees. I don't know why you're talking. I don't know why you're yapping up there. No one cares. Anyway, what? I'm trying to prove Mr. Wet's innocence here. I know you can hear them, defense. Their voices implore you to save the accused soul. It is time for you to let it go and move on, you inexperienced lawyer. You lack the competence with which to accomplish anything meaningful here. Is he right? Is this too much for me to handle on my own? How could she do it to anybody? She should just quit right now. Why isn't the judge literally banging his gavel and say order? Like, he usually does that. I don't know why. Okay, I guess. Now, defense, leave everything to this humble servant of the Holy Mother.
Silence!
Silence! Oh, thanks, Prosecutor Blackwell. He's trying to use your keen sense of hearing against you to manipulate the trial, Athena. What a cheap trick for a supposed holy man. Hey, what up, Simon? Bestie. Simon! And you fop doodles in the gallery. Can you shut the fuck up? Just watch a trial in peace. Like, good lord, you didn't do this in my game. This inexperienced amateur is about to turn this trial around. Well, that was very mean. We get to talk now in this game, and he's just really just insulting us. That's not cool. The mood in this courtroom is starting to change. Prosecutor Blackwell, what are you doing on the defense's bench? Huh? I grew bored of watching from the gallery, so I can do this. It's legal. No, it's not. Shut up. Besides, if I were to leave this trial to this spring chick, lose my favorite soba shop in the process, I will be quite cross. You voluntarily stand on the side of impurity and sin? Truly, what a fool you are. I hated you before, but now I think you're just quite a loser, actually. To think you were so easily manipulated by his parlor tricks. What happened to qualified and capable Athena? Listen, it's hard, alright? I just let my guard down a little bit. But it won't happen again.
Then gird up your loins and steel yourself for battle.
I don't think I want to do that. That's scary. I'm not girding up anything in this skirt. yeah, what the fuck? My grandma used to call noodles wiggly wogglies. That is a beautiful phrase, wiggly wogglies. We should all call it that. But I'm ready to get serious.
Satara!
It seems there is now yet another soul I must cast down into hell.
I was in prison for a long time, and hell sounds no worse than cell, to be honest, and both rhyme.
Ah, but the fires of hell will not be the end of your suffering. What a sin you have just committed. You shall surely be reborn as a panda in your next life. That sounds kind of nice, actually. I get to eat like some bamboo. Just to live in a panda sanctuary, hopefully. Maybe they'll give me some wiggly wogglies. A white and black reverse panda, that is. Is there any difference to that? And you shall be put in a zoo to be exposed to public ridicule. I'm pretty sure people would come to be like, yeah, yo, there's a fucking white and black panda. Black and white panda. There literally is no difference, but the name is different. It's fucking sick. Try to make that one work on Prosecutor Blackwell. After all, he's already used to looking like a panda in this life.
Really? Who are you calling a panda?
Sorry. I see that you are both prepared to face the fires of damnation. Gator, thank you for your service. You may step down now. Okie dokie. Bye bye balloon. Bye, Clussy girl. Love you. Call me. Does everything have to be about balloons with her? Now done. I have a witness prepared to testify about the Karuta cards. Oh, yeah? Sure.
And who's the witness this time?
I first discovered the body, and someone who witnessed the crime scene firsthand. Mr. Uendo Tornado. The time has come for that ponytailed pair over there to finally let it go and move on. Oh, hello, Verdalish JP. Yes, Karuta cards. And you just missed Clussy girl. Aren't you into like Chihaya Furu? I'm pretty sure Karuta cards are in that. Oh well, let's bring to this witness then. Who is this witness? Who's into Karuta cards? Oh wow, it's a fancy design. Why is a clown in the fucking Rakugo? In the Rakugo players? Why is she a clown? Everyone else in this fucking company looks relatively normal, including this new character. But she's a clown! She's literally a clown!
Witness, state your name and occupation.
I am Rakugo storyteller, Uendo Tornado. Even my performance isn't worth watching. I will certainly watch my words. I wouldn't want to say anything thoughtless and get arrested. After all, that'd be a Raku no. Oh my god. What a lovely man. Thank you, everybody. Good night. Actually, it could be androgynous. I'm not sure. The Rakugo storyteller and junior disciple of Geiru. Oh no, he has less experience than Geiru. Yet, he's become higher ranked than her. Why? Why is the description like, oh yeah, no, he's totally worse than the clown, but he's still better. So suck it. How old is both of these guys? Oh yeah, he's younger. Thank you, everybody. Good night. Come back. Hold it. You can't leave yet. You're only just introduced yourself. Oh my. Are you a fan of mine, miss? Would you like my autograph? One moment. Oh, wow. Oh, look at that calligraphy. Thank you. Ow! They could not animate it hitting her, but they just did do a little scrunch like a. What do you think you're doing? No need to send on ceremony. My fan deserves a fan after all. A fan for a fan! Nice one! Oh, why if it isn't Simon? How are you on this fine day, sir? Quite a dilly of a pickle we found ourselves in, wouldn't you say? I don't believe I've ever seen you talk quite so much, Uendo. Never performed in a place like this, you know. I got butterflies here, can't you see? Why do I always get the weird ones? Athena, all of you get the weird ones. This entire universe is weird. But pardon me, witness. As much as I enjoy your banter, I believe we had better return to the case at hand. I suppose you're right. In that case, I was promoted to Fu Tatsume yesterday and received the stage name of Uendo. The show is our way of celebrating my new name and middle rank standing. Huh? Oh, he's got a smoking. Oh my god, that's fantastic. And then that happened. Oh, I'd never dreamed something like that had happened. Not in a million years. And just as I got my chance to start repaying my debt to Shisho too. Yeah. Plus, I'm worried about Geru. Oof. The way she clung to Shisho. Poor thing. I told her to keep stiff upper lip. Stiff like rigor mortis. Keep telling those lame jokes, and Chisho'll come scold you from the grave. Wait, did someone else say that joke? Or did he just respond to himself? No, he responded to himself. I wouldn't mind getting yelled at, you know, if it meant seeing him again. Uendo, please. As charming as your various characters are, this isn't a Rakugo stage. This guy. That's great. Let's hear your testimony now, witness. Tell the court about the evidence left at the scene. The proof of the accused's guilt. I wonder if it was any difficult to translate to localize fucking Rakugo performance. I noticed she shows a dying message right away. The stiff cards were right there next to the stiff. You see? Hey now, enough of the silly puns already. Anyway, I got the meaning right away. I knew it must have been talking about Bucky. That was the master's final message, left as he was drowning in soba broth. And so like Shisho not to write Bucky's name outright. Plain and simple. It wasn't his style. Thank you, buddy. Well, that certainly was a more entertaining testimony than usual. The variety of characters performed by the witness, absolutely splendid. But he shouldn't be performing any characters in the first place, Your Honor. This is testimony. And Uendo, the murder weapon hasn't been determined yet. So how can you say that the victim was drowned in soba broth? It's obvious. All you have to do is look at the crime scene. He was found with his face shoved in a bowl. Don't make a tacky joke. It's only natural to assume he was drowned in the broth for the noodles. Okay. Except we're not here to assume things, Uendo, so please stick to just the facts. My, it's so like a soba chef to kill someone this way, wouldn't you say? And with the Karuta message he left behind, it's clear. Bucky wet did it. Setting aside the issue of the murder weapon for now, that dying message certainly does seem to be irrefutable evidence. Indeed, we can go home now. It proves the absolute guilt of the accused. Even I've got to admit that I can't see how that message could mean anything else. Athena, please. Athena. I can't even see it. Let me see this message. Can I see a photo of it? Uh-huh. It's hard to see the rest of it. I do see the number 6 part. Actually, I forgot exactly what the phrasing of the message is. It's supposed to be the victim is making some noodles, the fridge. Okay. Bucky used Soba for the deed. All to get back the Soba shop deed. Oh no, he did a somewhat imperfect rhyme. His testimony makes Mr. Wet look super guilty. I have to do something. What's this conclusive? This conclusive evidence. That's this conclusive evidence? What a farce. What do you mean, Simon? What's this? I thought you said you weren't planning on asking me for help. I did, and I won't. Thank you very much. Someone must have found an inconsistency in his testimony. I better listen carefully and try to see what he found. Dying message. I wonder, can I go back all the way when they said the message? I don't think I'll be able to go that far. No. No, it's something number 6. Oh, we can just press them. Wendo, when you saw the cards on the table, what made you think they were Master Tornado's dying message? Well, it was a coded message right there next to the body. I'm sure anybody would have thought that they were there to name his killer. I love murder mysteries and often watch them on TV. Oh, I see. My favorite anime is Ace Attorney. Have you seen that one? It's okay. I saw a similar scene during a murder mystery marathon last Tuesday. That's what made me think this must be a dying message. It spelled bird. I mean, it spelled it incorrectly, but it was crazy. Very insensitive, sir. The cards were on the table. Your master's body was slumped over, right? You must have been surprisingly calm to notice them at the time. As I said, the stiff cards were right next there to the stiff, so they were hard to miss. But wouldn't it have been more natural to notice the victim rather than the cards? The message just caught my eye because the stiff cards were right there next to the stiff. You just repeated the phrase. Yes, but that fact hardly seems significant enough to make a person take note of them. Stiff cards. Next to the stiff. Why do you keep repeating that? So basically, there was no real reason for them to catch your eye, was there? He seemed so disappointed. Press this, why not? That's right, I need you to give your testimony, not perform a scene. Please remember, you're on the witness stand, not the stage. Look at all these wonderful people in the audience. It's only natural for an entertainer to want them to have some fun. I guess we can let a few jokes slide, right? Oh, the inevitable bleeding of your walk into other areas of your life. I know how that is. I find myself being unwittingly judgmental in my personal life too. Right? That's exactly what I'm thinking about. Well then, Your Honor, guess you can't judge a judge by his cover. I advise the defense not to be so critical of the witness. Yes, Your Honor. Much obliged. Uh-huh. Okay, Bucky. The cards do spell out wet number 4. Okay, so it's wet number 4. It's hard to see the ones covered in the broth, as it were. Also, the letters in the top are very different. Anyone could spell that out after the body was, uncovered. Maybe he did. Like he saw the body, and for 2 minutes he decided, what if I implicate wet noodle number 4? It should only be interpreted as wet noodle number 4, I guess. I suppose you took this to mean Bucky Wet. There's only one wet noodle around here, and you've seen that giant 4 on his back. It's the only interpretation that makes sense. Yeah, I guess so. But wait a minute. Oh, what is it? What if there's another wet noodle in the area? What? Tina, what are you talking about, bro? Girl. What? Did I say something strange? Bucky is the sole heir to the shop. So enough with the ludicrous straw grasping. Hey, how was I supposed to know? Just listen to the testimony again and find the glaring inconsistency. He must have been talking about Bucky. That must be it then. The 4th phrase, since he talked about just listen to that one over again. But might as well press these other ones. So the victim lined up those cards in his final moments. How can you be so certain that's how it went down? I know, Shisho. He would never let someone get the last word on him, even in death. With his face in the soap broth and his consciousness fading away, he left a message that pointed toward Bucky as he left this world. It's the only way it could have happened. Wait, the only way? Now you're just speculating. Look, a dying message is something you leave as you're dying, right? I saw a scene like that in a detective show. Satura. Uendo. We have a saying in my country. Silence is more precious than diamonds. Please do not speak any more than is necessary. But talking is my livelihood, you know? I talk all the time. This and that, truths and untruths. I can't stop myself from talking. Hopefully he'll stick to the truths without any of those untruths. That's an interesting statement. But don't you think it's strange? Could a dying person really leave such a convoluted message? Even in the throes of death, it was in Shisho's nature to throw in a twist somehow. Truly the consummate entertainer till the very end, don't you think? Was he really that great of a man, Simon?
It would have been no easy task, to be sure. But who knows? He wasn't an entertainer for 55 years for nothing.
If I ever bite the big one like that, I want to leave a message as good as Shisho's. Well, let's hope it never comes to that. So Simon, are all Rakugo artists like this?
It's hard to say. It could simply be the eccentricity of an entertainer, or perhaps he's hiding something.
Well, he doesn't have to entertain people in the court of law. And if he is trying to hide something, maybe it'll show up in a contradiction or something. Alright. Crime scene report. Cause of death. Found out of the victim's possession. It's the deed to the soba shop. Can't see the holder. Is Bucky wet? Inside the envelope was a ticket to the show and a letter from the victim. The letter contained a simple greeting and a rundown of the show's programs. Geru was to perform her balloon act. Then Wendo was to do his soba glutton routine. And finally, Master Tornado was to perform the time soba routine. Huh. Simon statement. So Tornado was confirmed alive at 4. Bucky went into the room at 4:10. And left at 4:20. Before Bucky came to the theater, Geru was outside feeding her dog a number of dumplings. The dog buried his leftovers in the yard. I'm not sure if this is a statement I have to present evidence to. Wait, what about this? You gonna tell me he suffocated and then was like, yeah, I'm gonna write a message.
Objection!
That's ridiculous. He's suffocating. His head is in the broth. How is he gonna get a message? This evidence and that statement. Wait, what? I'm sorry, what are you saying? That's a fucking joke. Knock knock. Who's there? This evidence and that statement? This evidence and that statement who? They contradict each other, that's who! Huh. That's an even proper call response for a knock-knock joke. And what's more, her claim does not even make any logical sense. Her performance merits neither applause nor leniency defense. Everyone's a critic. Can cut me some slack? Got the meaning right away. I knew it must have been Bucky. It's not their autopsy report. There's only a couple of them. I can't look at this. Did he hold his Bucky wet? Huh. Why don't we just pull out the photo?
Objection!
No. Literally the photo we have right now. Have to be a different piece of evidence. What about my attorney's badge?
Objection!
The witness's statement contradicts this piece of evidence. Oh, well, let's ask that panda over there what he thinks. Yo, dipshit. Is there really any contradiction here? Oh, noble panda.
Ah, no, there is no contradiction.
And there you have it. If Mr. Panda says there is none, then it must be true. I hate you right now. Thanks, cowboy. Nice panda. Plain and simple wasn't his style. It's probably this one. Or he's drowning in soba broth. To not write Bucky's name outright. Plain and simple wasn't his style. Contained a simple greeting and a rundown of the show's program. Kira's perform her balloon act, Wendo with his soba glutton, and finally Master Tornado was to perform his time soba routine. I mean, I guess it's not really plain and simple. He suffocated, but nothing else was found in his lungs? Ah. That's the contradiction.
Objection!
Objection! Forgive me, I really just got this evidence, like, this case immediately, so. There's a contradiction in Wendo's testimony. And would you get to explain where, Miss Sykes? Certainly, Your Honor. According to the autopsy report, nothing unusual was found in the victim's lungs. You took like 10 seconds to bring up your screen to tell us that? I mean, the other lawyers would have just looked at the court record. I mean, well, I mean, it's a very fancy technology. I spent a lot of money on this, Your Honor. I really need to use it. Like, I'm hemorrhaging money if I don't use it. Oh, fine. And yes, it does say that, doesn't it? If he had drowned in a bowl of soy, she really just took it away. She really just bought that fucking computer just to say, yeah, in the autopsy report it says this. And that was it. We wasted an entire animation on that. Bowl of soba. Then there should have been soba broth in his lungs. But since there wasn't any, it means the victim was suffocated with something other than soba broth. What? This is the contradiction you noticed, isn't it, Simon? Not bad. Not bad at all. I guess I showed you. If drowning in the soba broth wasn't the cause of death, then when was the victim's face thrust into that bowl? Typhoon Tornado's face was thrust into the bowl. Is he pretending to be dead? I'll lose. I feel like he would be pretending, right? Because no soba broth was discovered in the victim's lungs. His head must have been placed into the bowl after he was killed. Oh, okay, so no, he's not pretending. He just got killed somewhere else and then they put him there. And that's when the soba broth must have been spilled onto the Karakuda cards. What is wrong with me today? I can't say that word. I keep us thinking something else. Karuta cards. Yeah, it's something called Karakuda cards. I don't know what it is. I don't remember. It's Karuta cards. In other words, the victim could not have lined the cards up as he was drowning. I see. I mean, I would assume that if he was drowning to the bowl, he wouldn't line them up anyway. So it was done after he was already dead. But why would the culprit do such a thing? I'm afraid I don't know yet. Objection. Yeah, what up? What do you have to say? Huh. You boast of psychological expertise, yet you cannot determine such a simple motive? My sides are liable to split at the absurdity.
What? And I suppose you know why?
Of course, desecrating the body in that manner indicates a strong sense of enmity on the part of the perpetrator. Yes, that does make sense. It certainly paints a clear picture of the culprit's intense feelings towards the victim. Feelings of resentment over the theft of the soba shop's deed, no doubt. Just great. Now the judge has an even more unfavorable impression of Bucky.
Silence!
Must you come undone at every juncture?
I mean, that's kind of what we do.
The culprit had time enough to set up Master Tornado's body. Do you think they would have honestly failed to notice the dying message?
True. Good point. The cards were right in front of his body, after all. Rationally speaking, there's no way the culprit could have missed that, huh?
Objection!
Statistics for deeming hydration. But was the accused rational at the time? Given the way he stormed out of that room?
Silence!
Silence! Never mind that. I have something more important to ask, Wendo.
Me?
You saw the Karuta cards firsthand, did you not? Would you care to tell us about them in a bit more detail? Those tiny crime scene photos show us precious little of what I wish to know.
Well, those cards are from Shisho's special Soba Scenes of Tokyo Pass set. Each card is related in some way to Soba.
Spare me the history lesson, just tell me how the cards looked at the scene and no more.
Well, there was Soba broth spilled all over them. That's not much help, I'm afraid.
What's going on, Marty? Do you have a photo that shows the cards more clearly?
I do. Please accept this meager offering, Your Honor. Oh my. What delightful looking cards. Okay, we got white number 4. I'm not sure. Is there anything weird about these cards?
Well. Tearing prosecutor Sad Monk's conclusive evidence apart should be a breeze with this.
Huh?
Don't tell me you haven't noticed.
Don't be silly. Of course I have. Not noticed anything, but I can't clearly say that now, can I? Character cards added to the court record.
Miss Sykes, do you really see a problem with the prosecution's claim about these cards? Well, go on then.
Alright, let's do or die. All I have to do is study the pictures and... These cards... contain a contradiction. A kind of a riddle. It seems that some are untouched by the soba. You know, they're rearranged. They were stained by the soba, but then they were rearranged after. Rearranged. These cards were rearranged.
How can you tell?
Please take a good look at these cards, Your Honor. The answer is right in front of us.
Where exactly should we be looking, Miss Sykes?
The soba broth stains. Please focus your attention on the soba broth stains on these cards. The outline of these stains don't match up with the larger stain on the table. Oh, would you look at that? You're absolutely right. And? Please recall that the soba broth was spilled and got on the cards after the murder, when the victim's face was placed in the bowl. Yes, go on. By the stains, we can see that the culprit deliberately rearranged the cards after that. In other words, this message was all altered in order to pin the crime on my client. What? Then, if we put the cards back in their original positions, we can restore the evidence and see who the cards were really pointing towards. That's true. My dude, really? Then what are we waiting for? Let's do this. Rearrange the cards so the stains don't match up. Stains match up. Let's see. Where was the W card originally? Right here. Perfect. The H card is next. Let's see. Where is H card originally? Probably this one. Is it upside down? Yes, now the E card. Ah, here. Perfect match. Now T. Here. What's it about the spell? N card originally. There. That looks good. Now, oh. When... something? Let's see. What was the O card originally? Oh, here. Owen. Nice. Almost done now. Last card is 4.
Take that!
Whoops. Sorry. Stains don't match up if you place the card there. How can you not see that? Are those ridiculous bangs obscuring your vision? I pressed triangle by accident. Hey, you don't have to be so rude about it. Ugh, whatever, I'll try this again.
Take that!
I'm trying to place... there we go. So the message, wet number 4, was originally supposed to say Owen 4th. And this original message is our clue to the identity of the true culprit. What? Huh. That indignant look on the prosecutor's sad monk's face is positively priceless. This is absurd. So it was originally Owen the 4th. It wasn't wet number 4. It was lawyer's better than we thought. Y'all didn't get that either. Order the court! But I never would have imagined that there was more to these cards than meets the eye. Let's look at Transformers. It's, 47. Let me take a little break, to be honest. Actually. Alright. Well, I never would have imagined that there was more to these cards than meets the eye. The counter to cards, updating the court record. I have some Dr. Pepper with me, so hopefully I'll be less eepy. So now that that's settled, well, what the fuck does Owen 4th mean? Oh no. Let's consider the options. It's a person, and it's backwards. Wait. Am I? Who else do you suppose is to provide an explanation? Of course it's you! But I hadn't thought that far ahead yet. My bad. Listen. You're just a bit stupid. Come on. Change the cards all around all you like. But if you cannot explain what the message means, then it is worthless as you are, defense. So, bring your pet in here. And so the spring chicken that fancies itself a graceful swan is brought back down to earth. I have to do something. But what? Still your thoughts for a second. There's a perfectly good witness to question over there. Oh, right. That's a good idea. Come on, Athena. Get a hold of yourself. Wendell, does the phrase Owen Forth mean anything to you? No. There's no one named Owen in the Tornado family. Or our circle of friends. Go ahead. Ask anybody you'd like. You can't be serious. Having rummaged through your empty mind, I see you have, as expected, turned up nothing. Silence. What does it say? Number 4, Noodle Man. Huh. I'm afraid I have no idea who the devil this Owen Forth is either. But the fact remains that the cards were rearranged to pin the blame on Mr. Wet. That in itself proves that the defendant isn't the real culprit. Yeah, double slam. It must hurt your hand right there. Prosecutor Blackwell is right. Besides, the important question here is not who does the message point to, but rather who rearranged the cards. Why didn't you point that out earlier if you already knew? Sorry. In any case, there were 2 opportunities for someone to rearrange the cards. The first was when Mr. Wet entered the dressing room. And the second was when Wendo discovered the body. Are you accusing me of rearranging the cards? Me? Who came to testify out of the goodness of my heart? Well, you didn't exactly come running out screaming shit away, did you? Even a mere 2 or 3 minutes is more than enough time to get up to some devilry. So what exactly were you doing in there, Uendo? Yeah, how the fuck did you not discover the body in 2 or 3 minutes? Sip. Sorry, I used my prop here. Down the teeth, spit out your answer! Mr. Prosecutor! What's a guy supposed to do at a time like this? Silence is more precious than diamonds. Witness, therefore, you need only stay silent. The defense is devious. They are waiting for you to make a slip of the tongue. Oh, I see. So that's what they're after, is it? In that case, Your Honor, I've decided not to say another word. Very good. After all, your right to remain silent is protected by law. Well, Prosecutor Blackwell, any other brilliant ideas you'd like to share? Do you hear that, Psychstono? A Rococo artist who's afraid to speak. Who's ever heard of such a thing? Are you trying to taunt him into talking? He's not that stupid. That's a pretty petty trick will never work. That's right. I'm not going to fall for it. I'm only asking to hear your story. Besides, is it not your job to tell your tales if there is an audience to listen? Even so, I have the right to refuse to answer. The more you keep quiet, the more we want you to talk. The more we want you to talk. That's simply human nature. Isn't that right, people of the gallery? Yeah, say something. Why not? Speak your words. Even with this wonderful audience in front of you, you still refuse to talk.
If so, then perhaps you chose the wrong line of work, my friend.
A second, I will grab my food. I'm gonna see what my food is ready. Woo! Sorry. Yeah, you chose the wrong line of work. Man, come on, just say something. Say some cool stories, buddy. Are you saying I should quit? Because I'm not afraid to speak my mind, I'll have you know. Oh no, never mind what I just said. It is scary to talk, it's absolutely terrifying. But no, as Rococo artist, I must talk. If I don't, how can I ever show my face on stage again? 12-hour stream? No, bro, I need to go to work tomorrow. Your Honor, I'm ready to testify. I did buy so because it's Taco Tuesday, they gave away a cheesy gordita crunch for like $1, which is nice. But that is also inflation because they used to give stuff like this away for free, but now it's like no, you only get $1. You get this only for $1. It's like that's messed up. That's why I reheated it. Your Honor, I'm ready to testify. He did it. He managed to convince Uendo with his power of suggestion technique. Oh, true psychologist.
Bully for you, Uendo. That's a real Rococo. That's as a real Rococo artist should be.
All right. If the witness wishes to testify, then by all means, please do.
To be turned by such an obvious ploy, what a man of weak spirit.
Whoopsie. In the dressing room. After my performance, I went to visit Shisha. Look at Fetty. Oh, I just realized he's fanning the Fetty up so it stays up. I thought he was throwing more. That's so funny. I called to him from outside the room, but he didn't reply. When I entered the dressing room, I saw Shisha slumped over the table, motionless. From what I can tell, there does not appear to be any consistencies in the testimony. Of course there aren't any, because I'm not trying to hide anything. Professor Sanmani's right, I don't see anything inconsistent either. But I did pick up on some faint discord in Uendo's heart. Huh. Ponder all you would like, defense, but it is pointless. Your Honor, I believe there is no need for further deliberation. Hold it! I disagree, Your Honor. I detected discord in the voice of the witness's heart. There's a clear indication that Uendo is facing some sort of inner turmoil. Are you saying what I think you're saying, Miss Sykes? Yes, Your Honor. It's time for my therapy. The defense would like to conduct a quick therapy session on the witness. Objection! We're not doing that. I don't like that. It's ridiculous. I don't know what your science does, but it's kind of creepy, quite honest. I don't want that to be a thing. Uendo, there is no need for you to submit to this so-called therapy. It's ridiculous. It's stupid. It's fine by me. I have nothing to hide. Bring it on. Fucking damn it, impetuous fool! Why will you not listen to the guidance of this humble servant to the Holy Mother? If the witness wishes to proceed, I see no problem, prosecutor. In one ear and out the other. It seems this performer has no need for your so-called guidance, prosecutor. Sad monk. Sad monk. Just know this, Uendo. Your folly will surely earn you divine retribution. Thanks, Simon. I'm gonna make the most out of this opportunity you created for me.
Just keep your wits about you.
I will. Wendell, could you tell us again about what happened in the dressing room? This time, speak into the mic. Into this fancy technology. He's happy about this. Hello, Shisho! Didn't reply. Motionless. Is there differences in happy? He's super happy, he's super happy. He gets less happy because he's like, I don't know what's happening. He didn't reply. He's so happy about it. And he's distressed because he sees him slumped over. I mean... I didn't really notice any unexpected emotions in that testimony.
It isn't always a question of the presence of an emotional response, but the absence.
I know. You're right. It's not always the emotions I do see. Sometimes it's a matter of what I don't. But what would I expect to see? I'd better carefully compare Uendo's statements to his emotions again. He's happy. He's still happy. But he didn't reply. He's less happy, but he's not surprised. I would assume he'd be surprised if someone didn't reply after, you know, yelling their name. It's like, oh, that's not weird. Oh, wait, no, he's not surprised about the body, though. All right, you know what? I'm gonna try this one first. He's not surprised. That's a bigger, like, yo, you should probably be surprised about that. Oh, and I'm noticing something strange with these emotions. Something stranger with cheesy toast skin, you say? What? I'm not doing this with you. No, something strange with these emotions. How could you have heard something stranger with cheesy toast skin? You're ruining my lunch. My dinner. I don't know. Maybe it's me who's got some cheese in my ears. Why are you down there? Did he build the floor to open up and swallow his cushions out of shame for that bad joke? What? What's happening? Oh, Rakugo. The point I'm trying to make is that I noticed something unexpected with your emotions. Now, stop hiding and come out where we can see you. But first we're going to stuff your replacement cushions. Really? God damn it. So what was this unexpected thing you noticed? Oh, come on, Your Honor. He said a few cushions, not a few dozen. Oh, now that we've all had a good laugh, please continue, Miss Sykes. Who's laughing? Focus, Adina. Don't let yourself get rattled. When you entered the room and saw your master slumped motionless on the table, you weren't the least bit shocked. Uendo, don't you think that's a little odd? Is it though? The lack of surprise means you were prepared for what you saw. And I think I know why. The reason Uendo was shaken when he saw his master's body is because, zoned out, he has the entertainer's guts. He knew about his master's death. That's not a good thing to know about. That is bad for the case, buddy. That means you maybe are a suspect. When I think maybe the reason you weren't shaken was because you already knew you would find your master dead. Oh my. Big accusation. What? What kind of thing is that to say? that I could chew before before they continued their little, oh my god, what the hell? Sorry. You've got it all wrong. All right, I just remembered something. I thought Shisha was just sleeping when I first saw him. You were sad that he was sleeping. Okay. Sure. I'll believe that. You thought he was sleeping? It sounds plausible, but... What made you think he was asleep? Well, he had his head and arms on the table as if he were taking a nap. Oh, and one other thing. There was that note, too. A note? What note? Ah, he must be talking about this. Resting. Do not disturb. It appears to have been written by the victim. Allow me to read it. Resting. Do not disturb. Yes, that's the note I saw. After reading that, who wouldn't think Shisho was napping? That is a pretty reasonable assumption. You've gotta be kidding me. Yo, what was this in your testimony, Simon? Thanks, buddy. That's right. I saw this note, so that's why I thought Shisho was asleep. I want to change my testimony to include that statement. Alright, I'll run an update. Outside the room. Didn't reply. When I opened the door, I thought he was sleeping. Something seemed off, so I rushed over to him. Anger. I was shocked to find him dead. I couldn't believe my eyes. Oh, why are you angry about this stuff, bro? What's angry to be about this? Wendo, I noticed something funny in your emotions again. Funny, you say? I guess an entertainer of my caliber can make people laugh, even with my emotions. I didn't mean that kind of funny. Quite the opposite, actually. When you entered the dressing room, I see that you suddenly felt anger. What I want to know is, what made you feel angry all of a sudden? What? Let's see. Oh, yeah, now I remember. As I was going in, I whacked my little piggy on something. Your toe? I was annoyed at my own clumsiness. Wait, you mean you stubbed your pinky toe? Just a little bump on my little piggy. No big deal. Please stop calling it that. Just call it your toe. It's embarrassing, really. Sounds more like he's hiding something. I'd better dig a bit deeper. No need to be embarrassed, Wendo, but I'm afraid it's something we do need to look into. I don't really see anything you could have stubbed your toe on. In the area around the dressing room door in this picture. But maybe there was something there at the time. Wendo, what exactly did you stub your toe on? Objection. What an irrelevant question. You dishonor the soul of the victim with these unnecessary delays. You tell her! Really, who doesn't stub their toe every once in a while? You gotta fuss over every little small detail like this? Well, the thing is... Come on, it's important. Even the most subtle of fluctuations in a person's psyche can clue us into the truth. That's why it's important to get to the bottom of this question. Plus, if I back down now, who knows what new insult Simon will throw my way? What? Is there really no trace left of what Wendo stubbed his toe by the door? The door, huh? What in the world might have been there then, but it's not there now? Now that I think about it, what is all this fucking white stuff everywhere? Is this flour? Did you stub your toe on flour? It was a pastry, so he was eating that. What is that?
Take that!
Let's take a good look at this photo of the crime scene. Do you see it? This long track that goes from the door all the way across the room. Now that you mention it, I do see traces of something getting dragged. Also, oh yeah, that's right, the TV. Oh, oh wait, no, the flower is already always there, but the TV, there is a, yeah. And the drag mark ends there at the TV. This implies that the TV was originally by the door. Oh man, I think I actually clicked something else because I saw like a piece of paper there. I was like, what? What's that? And then like, it was like, oh no, you clicked on the streak of the TV. It's like, oh, I did. I totally did. I'm so smart. I'm convinced that this TV is the object that the witness stubbed his toe on. Well, Window, how about it? Yes, you're right. It was the TV. 10%. We did it. Hooray. There, the noise level dropped again. So I stubbed my pinky toe on the TV. But what of it? Why is it so important to you? So the noise went down, but it hasn't completely disappeared yet. Which means he's still hiding something. Okay, then let's try this tactic instead. Wanda, why was the TV moved there? Shisho must have moved it so he could watch my routine. But what a place to put it, right in the middle of the doorway like that. I didn't want to bump into it again, so I put it back to where it belonged. Performances on stage can be viewed in the dressing room using that TV. That's right, it's a closed-circuit monitor that shows the stage. I see. Now what? I can't find anything else out of place. Still haven't gotten noise level down to 0 yet. So I'm still getting noise here, but I don't see anything else fishy. Huh. This is precisely why amateurs are such a bother. Sorry. Except she doesn't even fight back. She's like, I'm a bit of an amateur today. I'm in no mood to play nursemaid here, but if that's what it takes to save the soba shop. Come on, someone help us out. Oi! Wendell. Here's a curiosity for you. This table Master Tornado is slumped over. Looks like it was moved. Did you happen to bump into it while you were moving the TV back? Oh my, yes, you're right! The TV hit the table and Shisha's body moved with a jolt. That's when I first realized that Shisha was dead. Oh, but how scared I was. I see. Thank you. We're finally getting a more precise picture of how the body was discovered. But I'd wager you need to put the spurs to window just to a trifle longer. Right! I can't keep asking someone to bail me out like this. It's time for me to regain my footing and really stand on my own. Wando, what you said just now about discovering your master's death, could you please describe all of that for the court in detail? All right. But before you do, let me just plug in the latest information. After performance. I'm not gonna get him moving the television. I think maybe he spilled the drink on the cards. But he doesn't want to say. I don't know why. I tried to enter the dressing room, but stubbed my toe on the TV. Oh, now you say toe. Oh, I put the TV back in the normal spot. I realized the Shisha was dead. Seeing him slumped over like that cluttered table. Oh, Shisho. That anger at the TV. And then he realized he was dead and then felt sad. But... Why is the surprise so high? I feel like you'd be surprised if you stub your toe in the dollar. Let's go with the fact that surprise goes up. Surprise goes way up more than it usually does. That's odd. Actually, let me turn down the AC. After the initial shock of finding the victim dead, you reacted with surprise again. What was it that surprised you, Wando? Besides your master's death? What do you mean? What's more, you were even more surprised the second time than the first. What could have surprised you more than finding your late master? Maybe it was the message. Maybe he knows who Owen is. It's Owen, right? Owen Forth. Search me. Your little thingy must have made a mistake.
Silence.
I thought you wanted us to search you. I was like, I'll pass. But hey, thanks for the offer.
The girl is as sharp as a trout, to be sure, Trout. But her ability to hear people's emotions is absolute.
Motherfucker. I was like, wait, that's an insult. That's an insult, David.
Now get to remembering, Wendo. What was it that surprised you?
That was a compliment, right?
Well,
What? It went up again. No, we pushed him too hard, and now he's mentally all over the place. His emotions are completely out of control.
Out of control. Could explain how that's relevant.
You know how normally I listen for hidden emotions in a witness's voice, right? From there, I look for inconsistencies between their testimony and those emotions. But sometimes a person's feelings can run too high, making it hard to get a proper readings.
That's how your Matrix program works. Fascinating.
Ordinarily, it's just one emotion that runs out of control. But it seems there's nothing ordinary about this time.
Oh god, here we go.
A lot of anger? Why? Maybe that ain't knowing. Maybe the crime was supposed to be pinned on the window. But then they pinned it on... They pinned it on, our defendant, whose name escapes me right now, but... There's something with their name gonna be Owen. Didn't reply. Sadness. Surprise. There's anger appropriately. There's more surprise. It's just all over the place. I don't know it's what. I knew it.
What's got your knickers all in a bunch now?
Oh, you're so British. Wendo has multiple emotions running out of control at the same time. I've never seen anything like this, ever.
So how does one bring a situation like this back under control?
I have to find the root cause of this tangled mess before I can treat him. If I can identify what is causing this emotional rampage, then I can probe L1 to dive in further. I'll need to point to what I think is the root cause and hit probe again. Through this process, I can identify exactly what's causing Wendo so much stress or distress.
And that will help you bring its emotions back under control. In that case, let's get started, shall we?
Alright, I can't guarantee success, but it's definitely worth a shot. The root cause of his emotions, huh? Alright. Angry for some reason, I don't know why. Didn't reply. The television. Surprised when he sees him dead. Maybe it's the table. Or... could it be the root cause of his out-of-control emotions?
Having trouble, are we?
Duh, I can't find the cause of the stress.
Isn't it obvious?
Dead person or table?
It's a bloody question you ask. That's what pushed him over the edge, remember?
Hey, you're right. It's odd. After the initial shock of finding the victim, you react with surprise again. Yeah, I was gonna put the table, but I actually accidentally went forward ahead. Go. The cards. I get it now. The cards were the root of it all. Don't try to deny it. You can't hide your feelings from me. The dying message that was left at the scene of the crime is what was causing your distress. And if the dying message was the cause of all those feelings, then that means the phrase Owen Forth must mean something to you. We did it. Bye-bye. This theme is rocking. There, noise level 0. Finally. Satara!
Dying message consists of 2 words.
Owen and Forth. When that could be an A. When I think about it. What's his full name? I mean, if you say Owen, it could sound like Owen. Yeah, it could sound like his name. How you get the dough part, I'm not sure. Wenaf? Well, I'm not sure. But none of these 2 words have anything to do with this witness. This topic warrants no further argument. Sure, there may not seem to be any direct connection between the Wendo and the messages. For now. But why don't you you wait and decide what's necessary after you hear my theory.
I trust you've hit upon something, Adina.
Yep, if my theory is right, we can finally solve this case of Uendo and the mysterious Owen Forth.
Well, go on then.
I can already tell this promises to be interesting. Now please share your theory with the court, Miss Sykes. There was something puzzling to me about Uendo's out-of-control emotions just now. Namely, that there were 3 distinct reactions present. I'd never seen that before, and I wondered how it could be possible. Is there a conclusion to this meandering musing of yours? Hold your horses, I'm getting there. So, could a person flip between 3 distinct emotions of such intensity like a switch? In the end, I concluded that it just wasn't possible.
Don't tell me he's got DID. So that's it, is it? A bit unconventional, but I'll grant that it's possible within the realm of psychology.
Within the realm of psychology? Oh, I'm afraid you'll have to explain it for the man up here on the bench. Your Honor, my theory is that Uendo is a robot. I knew it! He has supernatural powers. I knew it! Multiple personalities. Yeah, that's probably it. Oh, I should pick robot. It would have been very funny, damn it. With so many distinct personas, it's clear to me that Uendo has dissociative identity disorder. I'll actually call it DID in this game. Huh. What does that even mean? Expecting them to call it the other name. But I think they changed. I don't know when they swapped over to saying it was DID. Your Honor, the defense would treat this trial as a child's justice. Multiple personality disorder? Preposterous proposition indeed. Would you not agree, witness? How did she know? How did she figure it out? It's like, why did you say something, goddammit? Well, it makes sense now. He makes a lot of different characters in this performance. I just thought he was good at acting. I can't believe it. I did it. I did it, Simon. I've read papers on it before. But to think I'd see the case of it for myself. Blimey. Rakugo artists tell stories as different characters, but as different personalities. Hey, you lawyer girl. You got a problem with us? Huh? No. No problem at all. This is all very hard to believe. But now that we've established that the witness has multiple personalities, could each of them please introduce themselves to this court? How many do you got? You like the M. Night Shyamalan film when you have like 23? Uendo Tornado. I'm a Rakugo storyteller, as you know. Hello everybody. Patches, the friendly jester here. I'm a little weary of people called Patches. Specifically in the Soulsborne games, there's a Patches in there that is not a friendly jester. He's a bit of a jester. Huh. Kisagawa. Koda-san. And is that all of you? Yes, that's all of us. No, it's not. There's a fourth. So there are 3 personalities in total. Uendo, Patches, and Kisagawa, huh? Well, Simon, what do you think now? That you're one lucky duck. Just be glad they were dense enough to help you out. Can't you just straight up say that I did great for a change? You appear to be quite proud of yourself, defense, but all you've done is infringe upon the privacy of the witness. I couldn't disagree more, prosecutor. Now that we know there are 3 personalities, a new way for us to interpret the meaning of a certain piece of evidence has arisen. A new interpretation. Oh, now I'm very curious. What is this piece of evidence you're talking about, Miss Sykes? Knowing what we know about Wendo and his personalities, this now makes perfect sense. Boop, boop. So there's a 4th personality named Owen?
Take that!
That Wendo maybe doesn't know? The cards. That's right, Your Honor. Recall the original dying message at the scene. We didn't have a clue as to what Owen Forth could possibly meant. But now, with this new information about Wendo and his personalities, isn't it possible that Owen Forth actually means a secret 4th personalities of Wendo's? A personality named Owen. What? Oh God. Wendo must have kept his dissociative identity disorder from us because he didn't want us to be associated in... He didn't want to be associated in any way with that dying message. No. That's not why. We kept our disorder a secret for a different reason altogether. We've been taking advantage of our affliction to act out various Rokugo characters. If word of this got out, well, our reputation as a Rokugo artist would be tarnished, as would the Tornado name. I like how they changed the names for the different personalities. That's why we kept it a secret from everyone except members of the Tornado School. But really, there's no 4th personality. It's just the 3 of us in here. Why? This is weird. A plausible enough sounding story. They could totally. They could be lying. Well, I mean, they may not know it. That doesn't prove you didn't rearrange the cards, does it? But... Satoru! I will concede that it is highly likely that the witness rearranged the cards. Scooter Samari actually agreeing with us? However, is it not also possible that the accused killed Master Tornado? Is it? And then left that message in order to frame the witness. Maybe. And upon noticing the cards when he found the victim's body, Uendo rearranged them. Silence! A fantastic tale, but a tale nonetheless. No one outside the Tornado School knew about Uendo's multiple personalities. Uendo just finished saying so himself. Ah, that is true, but ultimately meaningless point. The witness was only in the dressing room for 2 to 3 minutes. That's far too little time to commit murder, wouldn't you say?
Objection!
Objection! Then who's to say he couldn't have done it before his discovery? Objection. Ah, that spring chick memory of yours. Have you already forgotten Prosecutor Blackwell's testimony? Simon's testimony? Oh. Damn you, Simon. Except for the fact that it's totally the television. That's right. Until just a few moments before Uendo entered the dressing room, Typhoon Tornado was confirmed to still be alive. Ah! No! I'm glad that animation came back from getting slashed. Not only that, but Uendo was on stage until just before he discovered the body. A bulletproof alibi that I have already confirmed with several audience members. Oh no! I also heard that his Rakugo performance that there was a steaming pile of... Well, You get the picture. Wait, your windows? Oh, that sucks. Yes, I'm afraid so. Really stuck up the stage I did. You're a little angry about that? Sometimes you were angry randomly. We have a personality that's mad. And yet, I have a perfect alibi. Indeed, why not land a coup de grace on the defense by describing your alibi witness? Okie dokie, Smokey! Another testimony. I was on stage until moments ago before I went into the dressing room. The entire audience was my witness. But my performance was a huge bust. Not a single soul laughed. I'll never be able to live down how terribly I bombed during that very important show. Oh, that sucks, man. Wonder was on stage before he found the body, so he could not have committed this crime. It is time to let it all go, defense, and move on. Stop saying that! Urgh. Well, get this, Prosecutor Sadmati. The Right Anything Agency never gives up. We fight to the bitter end. Not Fire Emblem Heroes. Allow me to say this once more. Let it go and move on. And allow me to say once more, I'm never giving up. We could just do this all day. We could do this. I was joking. Stop that. Stop. Let it go and never. I'm not fucking arguing with a teenager. You should have taken advantage of this opportunity while you could. You foolish child. Actually, how old is he? I don't think he's that old. I don't think I can go on. He's not a teenager, I guess. Your worthless convictions only serve to prolong the accused's suffering. If words would not sway you, then perhaps pain will. No, not the pain! Ow! Oh no! Anything but this! Ah! Huh! Yo, Simon, help out, please. What's the big idea, Prosecutor said, Marty? That was but a small dose of punishment for your misguided convictions. Are you now a bit more inclined to give up, as instructed? I'm pretty sure you put these around people's heads last time. Although, I'm actually... Maybe Phoenix was his neck. I can't believe you captured her entire body. How could you? As if. In that case, you must require another dose. Stop doing that! Thank you. Thank you. Not bloody likely. I don't give two flips about your beliefs. But if Psych Stoner were to submit to you here, I won't be able to eat good soba anymore. That's right. For Mr. Wet's future in Prosecutor Blackwell's stomach, I will never give up. You will rue those words, defense. Of that I can assure you. Uh-huh.
Hold it!
Body double. You have a body double. How can we be sure it was you who was on stage? Are you asking whether it could have been some imposter? This is not a game of Among Us. I guess so. Listen, man, I've been like two cases that have had imposter and body doubles. I mean, it's possible. Unlike a big arena, a Rococo Theater is a cozy little place. It would be hard to fool an audience in such an intimate setting, don't you think? Yeah, I guess you're right. Secret to win. Secret to win. Good. I'm glad we can clear that up. Because I guess you could say. Wasn't there? Was there anything special about the stage or your performance that you can tell me? For example, were the lights dimmer than usual? Were there any problems or accidents? Not a thing. Everything was the same as always. Mr. Prosecutor, you questioned the audience, didn't you? Yes, of course. Apparently nothing seemed amiss to them except, well, one small thing. One small thing?
Oh, it's embarrassing. I tried my best. Really, I did.
I should probably check the posture here. Huge bust, huh? Do you have any idea what went wrong? I'm not sure if it was my performance of it, or it was just that particular audience. Or maybe it was the story I picked. But every entertainer knows that this kind of thing happens from time to time. Yeah, sometimes. Not me though, I'm built different. All my streams, success, 100%. I guess it makes sense. I still wonder how he could have flopped his own commemorative show. Maybe we should look into things a bit more. What did you perform? Could you tell me which Rakugo story you performed? I could, but I'm not sure if it would mean anything to the uninitiated. Well, even if I might not get it, can't you at least try for me? Or at least try me, you know? Alright, if you insist. The story I performed is called Toki Soba, otherwise known as Time Soba. Time Soba, huh? Maybe when I was right, he only said the name of the routine and I'm already lost. So you performed Time Soba, did you? What? You know what Prosecutor said, Mari? In the course of my studies last night, I became familiar with a number of stories. I must say, defense, you would do well to prepare better for your next trial. Simon, what's Time Soba about? Huh. Look it up yourself. What? Come on! Allow me to give an overview. That's one time I need you right now. Come on, Nayuta. The story takes place on a winter's night. A man orders a bowl of soba at a street hall. How you doing, sir? Gonna get for free. You can see we top down maki and soda mix topping, and I'll have a bowl of shippoku, my good man. It sure is cold tonight, but there's nothing like a hot bowl of noodles to warm and soothe the soul. You know it is, sir. One shippoku. Now, how's business? Not so great, sir. Everyone's just watching it. Is that so? Well, that's great, because that's can only get better. Oh, wow, prosecutor. That's great, because things can only get better from here, right? The customer talks on and on like this. Finally, when he's done eating, he goes to pay for his soba. So, how much do I owe you? That'll be 16 mon. Oh, I see. Sorry, but I only have this much. I'll count the coins in your palm so you can... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hey, what time is it? It's 9, sir. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Thanks, and bye. Very well done, Prosecutor Sanmari. That was excellent. I didn't get it that much, but okay. He tried his best. Huh? I don't get it. What was so funny about that?
Don't you see? The customer paid with coins, counting them out one by one. And just after counting 8, he asked about the time. The soba vendor answered with 9.
Oh, now I get it. He made the vendor say 9, and then he continued counting from 10.
Exactly. He cheated the soba vendor out of 1 mon with his smooth talking. The story continues with another man who saw the whole thing and tries to do the same, but he bungles the trick and ends up paying more than 16 mon for his soba. The story ends on that as the punchline. You can look up the rest of the details yourself. Oh, I'm sure Prosecutor Sad Monk over there would love to perform it for you after the court. After court.
Yeah, that's kind of Rakugo. It's like little funny stories. Not like immensely funny, but they're like, it's just a little bit of play on words. So basically, it's a story about a man cheating on his soba bill. It's kind of petty, isn't it? Is that really all you have to say about this classic story? You don't get it. The themes, the characters. I weeped. Time soba is such a objection. Time soba is such a well-known staple of Rakugo that the skill of the artist is critical.
Fine, you've studied a lot, but we haven't the time for a lecture detour right now, Prosecutor Sat Monk.
Oh, I want to hear a little more, but I suppose it is off topic. Getting back to the matter of hand, Miss Sykes, a witness stated that the story I performed is called Toki Soba, otherwise known as Time Soba. Would you like to add this statement to the testimony? Huh? Yeah, go ahead, why not? Yes, Your Honor, I'd like to have it added.
Very well.
What I performed is called Toki Soba, otherwise known as Time Soba.
Hold it!
Let me press this. The story where a man cheats on his soba bill, right? Why do you think it didn't go over well? Well, I suppose I was a little nervous. It's a lot of pressure when you're the star of such an important show, you know. You? Nervous? I thought you'd be all calm and collected, but I guess you can. Even you can get stage fright, huh? I wanted so badly to live up to the great name of Uendo that I inherited that I guess I've overperformed a little this time. Wait, Uendo was the stage name of a former member of the Tornado School, right? That's right. The name belonged to one of Shisho's former disciples who died of illness at a young age. Well, the weight of a new name like that, to carry on your shoulders, I can see why you were feeling the heat. Just like me. I'm carrying the weight of my entire agency on my shoulders right now. In that case, can I count on your sympathy? And have you go a little easier on me? The audience as his witness. Wendo has a pretty unshakable alibi, doesn't he?
You're not giving up, are you? Was there never say the spirit you displayed earlier?
Of course I'm not giving up, Simon. I just know Wendo has something to do with this case.
But how will you connect him to the crime when he has an alibi as strong as that?
I don't know just yet. But I'm gonna press his testimony and keep an eye out for contradictions.
Hold it!
Maybe we can pick the audience thing. The number of audience members. How many people were there in the audience when you were on stage? Well, let's see. We drew a full house, so I think there must have been 50, maybe 60 people in the audience. That's quite a lot, isn't it? Exactly! I dropped a big sticky bomb in front of all those people. It was a catastrophe, I tell you. I was sweating buckets from start to finish. That sounds exactly how Apollo performed in court sometimes. I see, thank you. As for that statement, Your Honor, I'd like to... Can you have both added? I just add it. Could you please have that last statement added to Ender's testimony? Very well. There must have been 50, maybe 60 people in the audience.
Hold it!
So there were about 50 to 60 people at the theater listening to your rocket go. And not one of them laughed? That's right. Everybody was just staring in silence at me. It was simply awful. Heck, that does sound awful. But when an audience of that size, is it even possible for not one person to laugh? Huh. What are you trying to say? I'm saying, are you sure there were even people in the audience? After all, no one would be laughing if there was no one there to begin with. Of course there were people in the audience. It was full of house, I tell you. Lots of regulars. Want me to ask them all to come here? No, that's alright. Don't just press him on every statement at random. You have to put some thought into it. Use your head, Athena. I'm just trying here, okay? Think! Someone's right. I have to be more careful with the testimony I draw out. With the audience's witness... Right. I think he's meaning that the statement I pulled out is not that good. No one laughed at the audience, right? I don't think there's anything I can really say about that, so...
Hold it!
What did you perform? And we go into Time Soba and the entire history of it. We don't need to go into everything. Oh my god, let's go do everything. Please. Well, while we wait here, so Time Soba thing, what would that be a contradiction of? Is the actual play? It's gotta be a faster way to do this.
Objection!
And it's finally, Blackwell, you stop. Okay. Have it added. I waited so long to get this testimony, damn it. He didn't say anything after that. Didn't seem to have any problem with this statement, meaning it's probably the one we have to look into. Toki Soba, otherwise known as Time Soba. Taifu's note? Huh. Oh, here you go. Soba glutton routine. This one.
Objection!
So why are you lying about this? Or did you change your mind? Wendell, isn't there something odd about the routine you performed? Odd? No, I don't think there's anything odd about it. But that's exactly what I find odd. The fact that you don't think it's odd. Objection. We're discussing the witness's alibi at the moment. Defense, please, the show's program is completely irrelevant. That's where you're wrong, Prosecutor Sadmati. The reason being, it contradicts the statement the witness just made. Wendell, do you know what this is? No. What is it? This is an invitation to the show, sent from Master Tornado to Prosecutor Blackwell. Included in the invitation is a rundown of the show's programs, which clearly states, The time symbol was to be performed by Master Tornado himself.
No.
He loves slamming that desk. Window, why did you perform the routine your master was scheduled to do? Well, you see, the reason for that is... How do I say this? You see, let's say it was a prank. That's right. It was just a little joke. You see, social experiment. I was trying to surprise Shisho by performing his routine before he did. I don't know if I buy that. Was doing the victim's routine really just for laughs, or... Hey, didn't someone happen to hear time soba come from the dressing room? During Uendo's performance on stage, it seems like too much of a coincidence. Wait, can it be?
What's the matter? You look like a hen with a dozen eggs to lay.
Stop comparing me to birds.
Then cease this bird brain timidity. If something has occurred to you, then lay it out for us already. Don't breed resentment in those watching your performance.
Okay. I don't have a ton of confidence in this theory, but here it goes. It looks like Uendo's alibi checks out, Your Honor. But even though he was on stage at the time, he may have been trying to obfuscate a crucial detail about the case. Are you referring to the Soba bill? The man tried to skip on the witness's story? I'm not talking about the Rakugo story, Your Honor. Oh, I'm sorry, but then what are we talking about, Miss Sykes? I'm confused today. Uendo may have been trying to deceive us was about the time the victim's death. Uendo tried to deceive us about the time of the victim's death. What? Objection.
What gibberish. Prosecutor Blackwell even testified to the time of the victim's death.
I know. But he only testified that way because he and Geru had been completely taken in. You mean by the... I'm sorry. You mean by the Soba building? Would you please forget about the story for a second, Your Honor?
I was deceived.
Martel, how did Ueno manage to deceive two people while he was performing on stage? That's easy. All he had to do was use a certain prop in the dressing room.
Oh, that might be...
The prop Uendo used was... television. Magic of television. This TV was used to view what was happening on the stage. Prosecutor Blackwell, when you came to the dressing room, what was Uendo doing?
He was... performing time soba. Blast, could it be?
Yes, it could. And it was. What you and Geru heard was not Master Tornado practicing his routine. It was Uendo's performance, as heard through the TV monitor speakers.
What?
The TV just inside the inner door of the dressing room. It could easily be heard from the hallway outside.
Because we knew that Master Tornado was scheduled to perform time soba. We were easily manipulated into thinking he was still alive at the time, rehearsing.
Yes, the knowledge of the day's program is why the two of you could be fooled this way. Simon, did the voice you hear belong to Master Tornado?
With the doors in the way, I couldn't tell exactly who the voice belonged to. But because I heard time soba, I just assumed it was Master Tornado. I just can't believe I was taken in by such a simple mind game.
Objection.
All that is mere conjecture. Where is your proof, defense?
Objection! Yeah, keep objecting. Uendo moved the TV back when he discovered the body. After all, he couldn't very well leave it by the door. Because then someone might figure out the trick he's been playing. And there's one more thing about Uendo's actions that's suspicious. And that is the fact that he flopped so badly on such an important occasion. What's so suspicious about that? Even pro slip up once in a while, you know. But I believe that this time it was intentional. Because Uendo knew it'd be strange to hear laughter coming from the dressing room. Oh. Oh my god, he flopped the entire... Oh, that's actually genius. He flopped the entire thing. Because he doesn't know when they're going to come in. When Black Gold's going to come by. So he has to flop the entire fucking show and have no laughter whatsoever. Everyone's just like, what the fuck is this guy doing? He probably performed it very badly. It's all just a bit too perfect to be sheer coincidence. Plus, if the voice Prosecutor Blackwell and Geiru heard was due to Uendo's scheming, then the victim's time of death could have been earlier than 4 p.m. In other words, Uendo could have killed Master Tornado himself. We've got you by the stones now, Uendo. So you better confess everything. Now you're just like, I can't help you. Well, witness, what do you have to say for yourself? We demand an explanation. Is that one about to come out? Uendo! I confess. I tampered with the crime scene. He confessed. Oh man. He's not the killer, but he's not I don't know, I don't think he would be. Also, there's a lot of other things why he's not the killer. You see the defense's claim that Uendo Tornado is the true murderer in this case? If he tampered with the crime scene, then we have to at least consider him a suspect. Hold it! Now, wait just 1 minute. Yes, I admit to messing with the dressing room, but I didn't kill Shisho. Then why did you tamper with the crime scene? I refuse to answer that question. What? Now you're refusing to answer the question. If you suspect this witness, then I have a question for you. What could it be this time? Uendo had absolutely no reason to murder Typhoon Tornado. After all, why would Uendo kill the man who recognized his skills and promoted him? Oh! Well, his motive was, I can't think of a single thing. It appears you are also not aware of one other fact. And that is, the accused visited the dressing room before 4 p.m. as well. If it's not natural then to suppose that the accused killed the victim at that time. What? Nobody told me Mr. White had gone in there before 4 p.m.? We were only discussing the time frame after 4 p.m., so I didn't think to mention it. But now that you made the time period before 4 p.m. relevant? Oh. Like where this is going. So you really do not know what your client was doing during the time frame, did you? Well, it was all very sudden and why did you wait until the last second to contact me, Simon? Give me that look. And just so you know, Bucky never told me he had visited a master before 4 p.m. either. This sort of thing is exactly why the prosecutor keeps calling us unprepared. Defense will stop squabbling this instant. Sorry, Your Honor. Prosecutor Sonmari, please continue. Thank you, Your Honor. Defense, you know of soba making implements in the dressing room, correct? Is he talking about the equipment for making soba noodles? You speak of the large bowl that is... You speak of the large bowl that is used to mix buckwheat flour and water. long rolling pin and special knife that is used to cut through dough and cut the dough into noodles. Precisely. These tools all came from the accused's soba shop. You mean they didn't belong to Master Tornado? Mr. Wet had visited the dressing room to give the victim a soba making lesson. And that visit was before 4 p.m. I'm afraid that the accused needed the dough and made those noodles. Wait, you think who needed the what? His theory is that he did all that and then after committed an act of murder. But wait, that doesn't add up. If Mr. Wood killed the victim before 4 p.m., why would he return to that room at a later time? Hold it!
He's awake!
What's up, You're kidding, caboodle, when it comes to noodles. Oh my. Miss Chickadee. Hey, Slimy. The reason I went back is because Master Tornado ordered uncooked noodles.
Mr. Wet.
Dude, you good? Yesterday I brought noodle making tools to the dressing room at around 2 p.m. That's when Master Tornado ordered uncooked soba. Noodles to stock up on. Uncooked noodles to stock up on? Yes, ma'am. Master Tornado kept a supply of soba noodles from my time in fridge. A supply of soba noodles from my shop in his fridge. Dude, you gonna be alright, buddy? You kind of balancing it pretty badly there. He only had one serving left, so I went back to the shop to get some more. One serving of noodles in the fridge, but I thought the fridge was practically empty. Anyway, the whereabouts of the missing noodles isn't all that important now. You ran into me and Garu when you came back to deliver the uncooked soba, correct? That's right, Slimy. I made time out of my busy day to deliver the noodles. You know what? He ignored me when I called to him from near the doorway. He just kept mumbling rockable lines for ages, so I got mad and went back to my soba shop. So that's why you got mad? If what he's saying is true, then there's no way he could have been the murderer. I swear, I'm telling the truth, Miss Chickadee. Bailiff, quick, get this man to the infirmary. Yes, sorry about that. My client's a little. Yeah, he's a little bit. Well, I just said it's quite the handful. Your Honor, please accept the statements that Mr. Wet made just now into evidence. Objection. I believe the accused's statement about going to the room around 2 p.m. is true, for it falls within the victim's estimated time of death. That opens up the possibility that the crime was committed between 2 to 4. That's critical information. Yes, Your Honor. Both other than that one point, Mr. Wet's statements are dubious and without proof.
Objection!
Objection! But they are the words of the defendant himself. Simon, back me up here? Huh. He has a point. If I were the prosecutor, I wouldn't accept the matter. Well, I understand the defense's feelings on the matter. The court is unable to accept anything other than the time the defendant made his visit. No. Now what do we do? I trust you have no further objections, defense. I don't know, man. I'm tired. In 4 hours, of course I don't have any objections. At last the time has come to send the soul of the victim onward to the Twilight Realm. Silence. Wait. Okay, maybe I do have some objections. What are you yammering about, Prosecutor Sad Monk? We still have something we need to question Uendo about. We do? Like what? Well, don't just stand there. But we don't have any evidence left to present. Have you forgotten already? Isn't there still a hidden witness you have yet to question? A hidden witness? Oh, that's right. Your Honor, there's still one more issue we haven't finished discussing yet. Oh, and what is this bit of unfinished business? Well, we haven't finished discussing this issue related to Oteno. We still have to discuss the possibility of a fourth personality, the one named Owen. Are you suggesting that this fourth personality of Uendo's might be the true culprit? Hey, it's not that again. I told you, we don't know anything about this Owen. Look, Uendo, I know you don't have any motive to kill your master, but this Owen may have one for all we know. Come clean now, Uendo. You've got another personality stashed away, haven't you? Please tell us everything you know about Owen. That's enough! The witness has already stated that he knows not of any Owen character. Bravo! You tell him, Mr. Prosecutor. We're running out of options. Hey, Patches. If you claim that you don't know Owen when you really do, that's tantamount to perjury. If you want to exercise your right to remain silent, however, well, that's a different story. Do not listen to the depraved prosecutor witness. You will be tainted with his evil. Do you have any idea how dark and cold the prison cell is? Exercise to remain my right to remain silent. What's this? Now chaining horses midstream, are you? Shut up! I will remain silent and that's it! Patches, you fool! You stay out of this! Oh boy. Patches is not the brightest bulb in that box you call a noggin, is he? The fact that he switched from I don't know any Owen to I will remain silent is proof that he does know about Owen. There it is again. Simon's formidable psychological manipulation. I'm sure glad he's on my side today. You dirty, despicable, depraved prosecutor. You were leading the witness. Witness, there's no need for you to submit yourself to the defense's questioning. Objection. Your Honor, Uendo is definitely hiding something. Please allow me to question this witness about the existence of Owen. I suppose only this witness can confirm and deny the existence of Owen for us. Very well. I will allow the defense to proceed. Another witness testimony. Good lord, this is going on for a while, guys. And we have not had a break. It's also 11:21. So, I mean, it's almost been 4 hours of streaming. It's kind of crazy. I kind of need my beauty sleep, and I'm starting to filter in and out of consciousness, which is not good because I will not be able to make any good deductions like that, will I? So I think we're gonna have to stop in the middle of this questioning. Also, because I feel like there's gonna be more after this. Unless, actually, let's see. What was the loading on that? It said... No, did I save yet? It still says Mood Matrix. Usually sometimes it says their final thing. But yeah, no, might as well end on this music.